back.
Yeah.
Eventually, he fell back to the settlement. At the last moment, the cavalry came, the good guys from the other towns around the kingdom.
Yeah.
But it didn't turn out the way you expected. In fact, they ended up slaughtering everyone and opening the gates and letting the Urnorai in.
Ah.
That was betrayal.
That's her way? Urnorai?
So it was the Urnorai army.
Yeah.
And then the Kingsman army let the Urnorai in.
Okay.
So what the hell's going on is a massive question.
Yeah.
Then you made your escape through the basement of the actual castle. Now, you've got to bear in mind, you were inland, massively inland in the centre of the continent.
Yep.
And you've actually, as you go down and down, I won't go into all the rigmarole, but you went down into the basement and you came across a port, a proper seaport with salt water.
Yeah.
So that's kind of freaking you out on one level.
Yeah.
You basically all get on the ship, and the ship bears you off down through a subterranean tunnel, eventually out into another dock. This time in the real sea. Okay.
Yeah.
So you surface from there. This is where I'm just about getting to with these guys.
Cool.
Again, it's another ruin. There's no one around. No inner voices though this time for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
This time you all emerge out into the salty sea air, seagulls everywhere, bird crap everywhere, and this chap, Raoul, is waiting for you.
Okay, that's what
He seems to have known that you're coming. Again, pretty strange considering you guys don't even know where you are. So one of the big questions will be, how does this guy know where you are? And I've just described his race. Basically, he's an Elwraith, which is the human, but they live amongst the Emrys, which are, I guess, the equivalents of elves in this world. We don't use the elf word, we don't use the dwarf word, we don't use the orc word. This is all original stuff, alright? So,
what about goblins?
Yeah, alright, I allowed goblins. There are goblins, alright. In fact, Cyan wears goblins when he kills them. Nice. So, that's where you're at. Now, he leads you to this barn. Okay, Will is gifted with this huge war dog. It's a Brenner dog. They're slightly intelligent, or more intelligent than most dogs. And he's got kids with him as well. He's rescued 8 children,
6.
who are now. No, it was 8.
No, it was 8 children.
8.
Yeah. He's
8
what did he call himself? Carl of 2012.
Yeah. Cody references in my game. Yes. So he's given that as a gift. It's a gift from Lorsus Morgan. Everyone else, well, most people, apart from you and you, but everyone else get additional gifts. Now, yes, there is a little bit of game balancing, Jamal, but also because it had always been the plan from the very start to actually give you all something that gives you a helping hand in the days to come. And you'll all find that what I have gifted you is quite useful. So, for example, and this is all open, so you've all opened these things in front of each other. Tudor had already, from the temple complex, got these books. Now, one of them revolutionises the use of magic. The way he's going to be able to use magic now is completely different to anyone else in the group or in the world, because it's an ancient art that's been lost. So he's got a real nice little treasure there.
So
this guy is developing various psionic abilities.
Okay.
He's
Professor X.
absolutely no idea how they work, but he's got them in there. So that's going to be a battle to see how he expands with that. Rob got a belt.
My pants were falling down.
Very useful. So the basically it's a belt whereby he can choose whatever outfit he wants to be seen to be wearing. It casts an illusion about him. So it's going to be useful for this huge hulking barbarian with glowing blue tattoos trying to blend into a crowd. It will help. It possibly won't do the whole job, but it will help.
It depends what sort of illusion I wish to create.
True.
I might stand out more.
Yes, there is always that unpredictable element.
Cross dress, you know, you always wanted to wear a dress. Maybe.
Now your character received this sword. I've already told you about some of the abilities on that.
Yeah.
More abilities will reveal themselves to you. You've also, due to going up levels, you've got additional spell lists as well
Yeah,
now,
that's
so you've
right, yeah.
got a bit more to you as well.
Yeah.
Jamal's slightly different to everyone. I mean, he has picked up a really nice bow with extended range and capability, but that's not quite the end of the story for this guy. Lessel, Andy's character, has got a set of chainmail which used to belong to a king, a very brave and famous king. So he's absolutely over the moon, like a dog with two tails. Muranat got a pair of silk slippers. With no magical ability whatsoever. But the nice thing about them is, as he put them on, it jogged a memory for him, because he's the guy who's trying to get recalled to all his background. And it came back to him that he's got some ability in martial arts. So I was hoping he'd be here tonight, because I could actually take him through a bit more of that memory without sharing it. But who else?
And about Donnie.
Donnie. Poor weak little Donnie. Donnie got a pair of gloves called the Hands of Gorn. The Hands of Gorn basically give him immense strength for a short period of time, but enough for him to probably, do what he needs to do. He illustrated his power by immediately picking up Wilhelm and holding him above his head and running around with him. Will got the dog. Meba, the Urnorai guy, Mohammed. He got a rather sweet sword, a two-handed sword, which made out of special materials, which he understands, but also gives him the ability to understand languages a lot better. Okay. So he didn't actually speak the same language as the group, which I thought would be more of a challenge, but you got to talk between one another anyway, so it was really... but it also gives him the ability to captain any ship that he's on, and not to mention the fact that it's a bloody good weapon to be swinging around. It literally dances in his hands. Wow. So that was good for him. And Donnie, and I think that's it. So they were the gifts. Sorry, Raoul, as a newcomer, you probably miss out a little bit on that, but great things happen to those who wait. So.
They're all happy. So we just got all these gifts, and this guy's still standing there. Myself, Navant, and Peter are looking, Annette are looking a little bit disappointed because we were forgotten.
Yeah, probably not. But anyway, you're probably not.
And it's got that awesome sword that no one else could pick up.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
that one out,
and it's talking to him.
And this, and this new place we're at, like we just arrived there last episode, right? Like, have we established anything about it?
No, he hasn't actually told you where you are yet.
We got all this good free stuff, so we're like, let's stay here. More free stuff.
Right. Now, has anyone got a copy of the bigger map?
Bigger map.
Yeah. No, you're not on that, unfortunately, just off of it. Okay, so just looking at your main map. So you were up. Where are we? So you were up here. So that's Stonehelm, which is Lonagar, and Windor. So you're pretty much between that. That's where the Tinturum was. Okay, substantially inland. You've now come out down here. You're at an island that's a little bit off the coast from a town called Sea Spray. So.
And who's what inhabitants around it? Is it all his race?
There's no one around here at the moment.
All right.
Look, it's still in the kingdom. This is still part of the coastal realm.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any knowledge of this area?
A bit like Tasmania.
It's a little bit Tassie.
It's a little bit different,
Yes. No.
Can we tell that we're in the sea spray?
Special.
I can't look at the game now. It's Tasmania.
Alright.
Yeah. Sorry.
Can we Do we actually know we're near Sea Spray?
No, he's going to tell you. He's going to. So I'm going to let you guys take over for a little bit, because one of the key things you've got to work out. Okay, so you've all got personal objectives. You've got this group objective now, which has been set to you by Lossus Morgan. You've also got greater world objectives, which you can become part of or not. So really you've got to decide on how you're actually going to move forward. Okay. Now you've probably all got a lot of very separate ideas about how you should best go about doing this. So I'm going to leave it to you guys to sort it out.
The first thing I think we should do is find out who this guy is.
Hey you, stranger. What was your name again?
Raoul,
And
I
you?
believe, as I mentioned, as you were stuffing your face with berries, we have a mutual employer. Lossus Morgan sent me here. You might be wondering where you've come out. We're actually about 20 miles off the coast of Sea Spray.
Who would recognise that among us?
None of you have been to this particular region.
Where's Sea Spray?
Certainly, Peter would definitely know of Sea Spray. He'd know that it's a reasonably sized
Sea Spray
port town.
is around there.
Your
So
father
we're
has sold
somewhere out
various
there.
ships to the family there. You don't know them personally, but you know of them. But
There's no
none of you
previous
have.
mileage of this particular spot. Are there lots of little islands like this in that we know of?
This whole coastline is dotted with little islands like this. Now they're normally inhabited by simple fisher folk.
Yeah.
There are various pearling areas as well.
Cool.
Tuna Cove.
So
Yeah, nice.
just to give you an idea of the scale.
Did Lawsus
Yeah.
tell
Where
you,
would Sea Spray be?
give you any
Up here?
instructions?
Yeah, Sea Spray would
So
be
you leaving?
probably around about here.
You just leave these
Yeah.
goodies for us.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just asking him if Lawsus told him anything other than wait for us. Do you know what's going on?
Lossus told me much and more that you should know. As to your gifts, they'll be to you to figure out how
Okay.
best to put to use. But the challenge before us is nothing that any of us should underestimate.
Yep.
The world is changing, and those that were gods are perhaps gods no longer, and gods that may yet be found will come into being.
Okay, so
Skip
just
Yeah, yeah.
so basically he's clearly across what you've been told
Yep.
already as well.
Yeah.
So
When did you last speak to him? When did you get all this message from him?
Mere hours ago.
Oh.
Back in the coastal realm, I've spent the past several months hunting Urnorai cults.
Uh-huh.
Urnorai.
Lossus,
What is it?
cults,
Cults.
Cults.
the various cultist organisations.
How
The
widespread are those
Urnorai
cults?
cults wouldn't happen to. I'm going to give a description of what we saw in the dungeons in
When we got trapped.
the
The guys that caught us in the grey cloaks.
W something WW
A window.
window.
That was more of an execution rather than anything ritualistic.
Ah, okay.
You didn't pick up anything ritualistic.
Oh, right.
about that.
Did Lawrence Morgan tell you where we go from here? Any tips?
he said the path is for us to choose, but the path we do choose, we must choose together and follow to the end.
Have we been given a list
Yeah,
of the names?
I've got it right here.
Yes, we've basically got to go and find them, right?
Well, the most obvious one would be Spear. We know where he is, and we
Can
know
I-
his name.
See that list, Shooter, for a second.
Did he give us a list, or did we just memorise the name?
Yeah, he gave you a list. It was on the back of the parchment.
So I'm reading the list.
The parchment that you took underwater.
And then magically survived.
So I'm reading the list, and I recognise a couple of the three of the names on there. So we know about.
We know about Elmond
Spear.
or Spear.
We know
We
about
know.
Lucina.
Does everyone remember who Spear was?
Yeah, it was Wilhelm's adopted child.
We
Right?
know about
Yeah.
Lockiana, which
Lucina.
is
Yeah.
Lucina,
Lakina.
Lockiana, and
Falera.
who's Valera?
And what happened to Spear?
Did I tell you who Falara was?
She was the one who came and delivered the message
No,
to me.
no.
No, we
Read
don't
the
know.
write-up.
No, it wasn't.
Did I? Oh, I must have put the wrong name in. But that's.
Alright, you do your homework tomorrow.
but it's. Yeah. Do you promise not to use it as information in the game?
It
No,
was
you
in the
don't,
write-up.
do you?
No,
So I'm not.
don't tell us. Right. We're hopeless at that.
Struck for the record.
It was in the
Man, the list that I had was better because we had more details on it. You
Okay.
didn't give us all the details here, but that's alright. So we know about Elmond, and he's in Sinros, which is part of just one of the cities in the coastal realm.
Kinross is actually the closest of those places to you.
And I think Lawsus mentioned something about us having to convince these people to join us. I'm pretty sure Spear will come with us willingly since we saved his life. That would be the most logical place to start.
Well, he also said that they don't actually know that they're
but
gods, but they're helpful people.
He's a kid, we can just give him some candy.
I'm talking about everybody else, which we may run into.
Yeah, we don't,
tricky
but
situation.
instead of all the other places, we just have names, we don't even know where they are.
Or
I think let's start with what we know.
We don't even know where to take them either.
I have a lore question. Alright, so these beings are like
They're
reincarnated gods, yeah? Alright, who age?
Yes.
They're avatars.
At the moment.
Something's going to happen to them and they're going to ascend or something, I would assume.
And I'm happy that you're bringing this up because your character.
Her
Oh, yeah, that's
age,
right.
He's like, he's 20 and he's whopping stuff. Baby.
Yeah.
He's only gonna be.
It's like, Tupac's hologram.
Yeah, I reckon people
Special
lost
powers.
their mind when they saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank
so
you.
Raoul, do you have any
Thanks to you.
lay of the land? What's nearby here? Anything where we can maybe stock up on supplies before we head out
about we
on our journey?
to buy something.
How about we stock up on some sleep?
I'd probably agree.
We've been on the trot for like 3 days, and then on the boat, time froze by the sound of things, and then we got really hungry when we arrived.
You'll be hungry, you'll be thirsty, and you'll be tired.
So I suggest we rest here for a day. These 12 people are not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
Raoul, do you have any other idea of what's happening in? We've been a little bit away from
Reality.
civilization for some time since the Urnorai invasion. Have you any idea of what the actual
What's the date?
situation?
Yeah, the last thing we know was when we stopped in that town to get supplies when we were attacked, and then we don't know where we were. We were in the dungeon, we were captured, we went to the temple, we escaped, popped up. Into and we didn't bother asking anyone what the date was because we were too busy trying to stop the invasion.
Yeah.
So how much time has passed?
It's probably just under 2 weeks since you first set out.
So 2 weeks since we left Windor on the way to Urnorai.
Since you left Long Beach.
Since we left Long Beach, alright. So it's only been 2 weeks.
That's
What,
been
7
epic.
months?
Yeah. And I'm wondering, like, man, who have I met up with?
It'll be a
fun.
question that you'll all be asking.
Just to clarify, so how do we know this list?
Yeah.
Sorry, like.
It was given to us by Lawsus Morgan.
Okay.
So,
From
when you went underneath, when you were escaping from Tinturan, underneath, Lawsus was actually there waiting for you. He knew you were going to come that way.
Okay.
How?
He's a prophet of some kind.
Okay. Yeah. What's his nature? Sorry.
I can't hear you, Ryan.
Well, he appears to be human.
He's a bit nutty.
He appears to be an elderly human, quite frail, but very sharp, very witty.
Very eccentric as well.
And from the start, he's kind of been our guide a little bit.
Not from the start. Oh wait, yes, from the start.
For you, yeah. For
For
his
us, we
character,
had
for everyone else,
guy that
no.
got killed.
Right. Yeah, because we were delivering the package and then he came later, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm backtracking. All right. So, and then what do we know about these guys? Like,
We don't know most of them. We just know their profession.
Okay, to my knowledge, the only one that we've actually come across at all is Elmer.
We know where he is.
His
We
name-
know
his
his name. We know what he looks like.
yeah, the spear, right?
Yeah.
You chose the
So
one.
sorry,
Where's
I'm gonna
Sinros?
swap them out.
It's in the coastal realm. It's the capital of the coastal realm,
Okay. All right.
and
Gotcha.
that's like it's the closest.
Yeah.
She's gone now
Closest
anyway.
place.
His name's Raoul, right?
And he's got
Raoul.
Yes.
Sorry.
He's got special
Where's the
powers,
nearest,
right? We know there's something
George
special about
Lucas?
this
Well,
guy.
he's one of the guys that
Where's
also said that we need to
Right.
Yeah, I've got a camp set up with
okay.
supplies
Yep.
on this small little island.
Well,
Extra supplies.
Yeah.
let's go there.
Within
Oh,
5 figure
not-
discount on.
Not necessarily
Oh, yeah.
enough to stock up for months and months and months, but you're all hungry, you've come out of 3 days of journey on the boat.
Yeah.
It's enough to... We can
Besides,
sit
if
here,
you
we
eat
can
any more
talk.
blackberries, you'll get dysentery.
Do we have
Yeah,
a
you
boat
can
to
be
get
fed.
back to the mainland?
Do I have, yes, I've come out on a boat from
Where,
Seaspray.
from Seaspray. Do you
Yeah.
have contacts there, or you just on your own?
No, I did have contacts there. Not many, and it's...
Because
been a long time.
Lawsus implied that we might not be welcome to a customs when we get back.
Because of
They
what
might
the
flip
Red Guard
story
would
on
be
it,
spreading
might blame
rumors
us
about.
or something. I don't know.
There'll be many and more places where we won't be welcome.
Okay, so
Would the news have spread from the Urnorai like everywhere? Would everywhere know? Like if Seaspray,
Not
would they
sure.
know what's going on?
well, if it's been 3 days, news probably would have reached. That's a
So
massive
communications are largely done by pigeon courier.
Okay.
So the only real way that any word
We
could
did.
have got.
We did send off pigeons. All of them.
Yes, you did. I can't remember if you actually wrote on them though.
Yeah, we did.
Did you actually
Write
write on them?
yeah.
Because I don't remember
No,
that.
we
I remember you
would've-
releasing
Why
them.
would you send a pigeon?
Exactly.
If
We
you
didn't
didn't
write
write
them. We're not
They were in a
that
hurry.
stupid.
Well,
Semantics.
in the heat of the moment, things happen. And... All right. So the word went out. Fair enough. But you're not the only people who can use pigeon couriers as well. So it would probably occur to you that, you know... Okay, put it this way. What happened up there? Okay, you've got to look at what actually happened. You know it was definitely the Duke of Tanina who was behind that treachery. He opened the gates to the Urnorai. So you've got to be asking yourselves the question, well, what's the bigger game here?
Yeah.
Because you were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. So you were there and you saw what went on.
What was the political situation before the actual Urnorai invasion?
The political situation, well, it's been you've had stability for many, many, many years. However, there's been talk of a secessionist movement, although not really in the coastal realm. This is where Andy's character was brought in. He was brought in to research what was going on in the coastal realm.
And for those who
In
don't
the
know,
southern realm was the one. That's the one which is rife with talk of moving away, forming a separate country.
Right.
It's a rich country. It's a peaceful country.
That's where we live.
That's where we're from.
In the southern realm. Right. Yeah. Okay.
However, what you've encountered up here was a lot of false accusations of people such as Baron Altus of Windor that he's a secessionist and he wanted to, create a separate coastal realm country as well. So, you've got to ask yourself what are people's motives as well.
Yeah.
It's still mystifying. There's nothing obvious. There's nothing even, as players, there's nothing really obvious about this.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I suggest we rest for a day at least, and then we head down to Seaspray and we make our way to Sinros.
Seconded.
I'm just putting that joke on my people to kill list.
For the pacifist priest.
So you can pass it to someone else. Please take care of this person.
Why get my hands dirty?
Does anyone have a list?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
and either looks like he's constipated or actually does something.
All right. So you're at Raoul camp.
No healing for you.
The sun's going down.
How long have we been resting for?
Well, let's see. You would have got there. Probably had about 4 hours rest already. Sun's going down now, so what are you going to do?
Well, if we're hanging around till morning, I'm going to study.
There's no one else really around, right? You like how it smells. You want this? You want that?
Right, alright,
Maybe I can
okay.
squeeze in a few hours.
You get a few hours, alright.
I can tell you what I'm studying, right?
I'll take some of those berries, I think. Do the berries have any special properties apart from just being edible and that's it?
No, they're your common or garden blackberries.
We need to let people know, man. I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable resting, knowing that an entire massive horde is
Enemy army.
Likewise.
Yeah.
But we've done as much as we can. We've sent out the picture. What are we going to do? Go there and cause a panic? I think we need to rest before we We need to rest. We're not super. I'm tired. I'll admit it. I'm lazy.
Just
I need some sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all knackered.
Yeah.
I think we're just fatigued and just exhausted, but I would rest uneasy knowing like
And you're
what
not alone.
happened.
The thing is, we were just betrayed. A
And
whole bunch of
Andrew's-
people we just saw slaughtered.
Yeah.
Andrew's character is Lessel. He's very much of the same mind.
Yeah.
You know, for him, this is possibly the worst thing. For him, the kingdom is his life. This is everything that he represents.
Yeah.
And so he's really very, very edgy. He just wants to get out there and at least find out what's going on, so he knows where to aim his sword. Saying that, Will is telling stories around the campfire for the children, and the dogs nestled around. So it's a nice little family scene going on.
So he's got like 6 kids, right?
Yes, and one of them's crying. Missing their parents or something. I don't
They
know.
saw that trauma
Yep.
that happened there. So this is kind of quite good for the recording. It's quite realistic.
Yes,
That's right.
Setting the scene.
That's right. And I just came from that, so that's alright.
And
Okay.
so he's telling them
So
a
there's
story.
no way of communicating, right? I mean,
I'm studying.
From where you're at the moment, no.
No, I can't
certainly
use
don't have
Facebook.
any sort of magics that would do the job.
I've got one.
because that would be my.
And what are you doing?
Some magic
Sharpening the axe. I just knew you were going to say that.
Magic's called the iPad.
You've gone off looking for a boat?
I'll go looking for a
I'll
boat.
keep that in mind for when I have a kid.
Because we're going to need to
So by that time we'll probably be
get somewhere, so I'll
Yeah.
go find a boat.
holograms.
Yeah,
He can interact.
yeah, you probably will at some point. Yeah.
So I'm studying my shockball, which is only level 2.
It's alright, guys. You can
16
sit around.
hours,
I'll go
right?
find
Do you need a hand?
You go find the what?
finding?
A boat.
Go with Moshe.
You actually don't need to
Go with
find
Nemba.
Yeah, Meba.
Go with Meba. He's the
Meba's
boat
going to
master.
come with you because he's desperate to see,
He's a boat
see the
master.
sea.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
As soon as he sees this open stretch of water, he's just
Open.
he's just blown away. It's everything he's ever dreamed of, and it just goes on forever to the horizon. And he's just like,
I'll tell him you can choose the boat and I'll pay for it.
he nods. He's now understanding.
I like these guys.
Okay, so you two have gone off scouting around the shore of the island. Fair enough. I'm probably going to send Murinat with you as well because he's kind of been your shadow for so long.
So let's still have to look after him or what?
Yeah, you haven't been discharged.
I've taken him back
I
to
like
the
the
witches.
joke where
Huh?
I've taken him back to the witches.
No. You're to protect him.
To look after him.
No escaping that. All right. So everyone else around the campfire. I'm assuming you light the fire.
Man, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm pondering deeply, like, what the heck? How can we inform this? That's my, I'm preoccupied with that, and memorizing new spells.
Okay, so does anyone have any more questions or anything they want to discuss? Because you guys wouldn't know
so.
next to anything about me.
Yeah, so
I
tell
don't
us about
necessarily
yourself,
know
Rob.
He seems to know quite a bit about you guys.
Yeah. So what do you know about us? What do you know about the whole picture here? What have you heard? What have you
Read my book.
As I
Language you
mentioned,
don't understand.
I've been hunting Urnorai cults in the coastal realm for several months.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. For a few minutes and then I'll come and get you, okay? Can we stay with you? Okay.
Will he sit on me? Will he come?
You okay, Jacob? Are you being a good boy?
I think he had a nightmare. He
Okay.
was asleep. He was actually asleep. Oh no, go back to bed first.
Cure light wounds.
Light wings.
Cure light wounds.
Oh right. Cure light wounds.
Yes, tell him
Okay,
about
so if you were to
That's quite
try and
realistic
understand it,
story.
it would only be through magical means.
Well, we
because-
really tried to work it out, and it had a bunch of magical locations from what we
Right,
sort of figured out.
but that's right. But we couldn't get any further than
No.
that.
Does that picture?
There are pictures, but you don't recognise any of the locations from the pictures.
One of my youth spells.
Do you have like read magic?
I've got
Okay.
read stuff. But that's all it's all.
I want to ask Raoul a few things.
Yeah.
Go for
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah, so just tell us more. Tell us everything that you think we should know. And given they're all a bit tight and grumpy, keep it snappy.
Can't be bothered. And we can't be bothered asking you questions.
Just give us a quick. Anything else useful that would guide us for our next steps?
Lawsus gave me no immediate indication as to where we should head off next. The avatars we'll have to seek. We don't know where they are, save a few vague ideas for maybe a few of them.
Yeah.
But he did say that the journey will be long, and we shouldn't be overly concerned with time.
Okay.
We shouldn't be, or we should be.
We shouldn't be.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we don't
The
have to
journey
I
rush
suggest
will
we
take-
stay here for another day.
The journey and the challenges will take as long as they will take, and many and more are the challenges that we will face. The gifts that you have all received and may yet to receive some more shouldn't be taken lightly, and will no doubt.
The clouds overhead part. You can see a black starry sky above. Then in the sky, you'll notice some strange lights coalescing. Taking the form of a large circle, probably many, many miles across.
Iron cannon.
Death Star. Sorry. Sorry. We
First,
can't help
first
it.
of the external references, it's all good.
Yeah, can't
Happens every time.
yeah, just
We've had a couple of Skyrims actually, haven't we, already? But
for illustrative purposes only. Okay.
no, and as you can't, all conversation stops. Even you guys going around the island, looking for the boats in the dark. You see this in the sky.
Pay for one.
Sorry?
When we were trying to pay for one.
Yes, that's the spirit. So you see this large thing forming in the sky, and then it starts to fade.
Does anybody? Would anybody have the knowledge to recognise it?
Do they look natural or totally?
Definitely not natural.
And yeah, is it ringing any bells with
Does
anyone?
Jean try to shoot an arrow at it?
I was considering that.
I can tell.
In the back of my head.
Can Raoul make a perception check to see if, or a knowledge lore check to see if it rings any bells?
No.
No?
No. You've got no idea what it means. It's certainly nothing culty or anything that you've been following.
I don't have any idea either, based on my studies.
Well, that was weird.
Nothing religious?
So what? Just a circle of lights that appeared and disappeared.
Yeah. And they lingered in the air so that you had the full circle.
How many lights?
And then they started to twinkle out.
How many lights did anyone pay attention?
Well, there would have been many, many, many lights.
So something epic is kind of happening in this whole world. Like, it's bigger than.
Oh wait,
just,
hang on.
Bigger than Death Note.
Yeah. It's just like. This is not just random stuff. This is like chapter 2.
What didn't Orsus Morgan say we had to take the avatars to a certain place where once they came to that place they would realise their potential to become gods? Perhaps where the lights were.
The rod of us.
Was it right atop us or off in the distance?
It was off towards over the mainland.
Over the main. Oh, over the mainland. Which
I
side?
suggested we should get to the city and just make sure it's like not burned down or something.
So would that be in a northwest,
It wasn't the light of a fire.
northeasterly
I'm
direction or
suspicious.
northwesterly direction?
You're right to beat it.
Was it in a northeasterly direction or northwesterly
I
direction?
just want
It looks in fact to
what's
be
your
directly
deity?
over.
Straight ahead.
You're a
Yeah.
priest of who?
And was it? Could we judge how
It's
how
complicated.
far it would have been?
No.
Would
A
have,
priest of it's complicated.
so
Is he
just
one of the ones that
straight in the
doesn't exist anymore?
Of course,
I
you,
have
you know, whilst it's a
Revolution-
complete circle for you, maybe
metaphysical
implement it was an ellipse for someone else. Maybe it was. Do you know what I'm saying? You couldn't possibly.
read up
Yeah,
From where you're at.
it was just a hunch.
Oh, that was strange.
Okay.
The wizard,
Maybe says,
the magicka has no idea.
look. There's about 5 or 6 boats in various states of disrepair shore, laying up on the shore, all covered in weeds and stuff, and clearly not been used for some time. Thomas, you can stay, but only if you be quiet, okay?
Can I get the mouse for Mum's computer?
Okay, so we're back to a nice clear night sky.
So,
Well, so what's
so are there any like people, habitation, or anything else?
No, there's you've come across the ruins, not ruins, some old animal pens and stuff, but there's nothing that resembles anything that's being used today.
So I ask him if any of them are seaworthy. Bulldog might know
That's
because
not
he's
if you
got
can
a.
repair them, you know.
How did Raoul get here? Didn't he? He must have come on a boat.
He did come on a boat.
Where's his boat? Why are these guys running around in the dark? Where's your boat?
It's back on the shore some way. I chartered a boat out here.
Oh, okay.
You got dropped off.
Yeah, chartered a boat. Yeah.
So how are we supposed to get back? You
Yeah,
didn't think
swim.
that far?
Somewhere we find the boat.
You didn't think that far ahead, did you?
Is it far to swim back to land?
Yes.
It's not something that you would want to try.
Not fully armed
Not
anyway.
No, definitely not. Swimming in chainmail.
So we're a few miles off the coast, right?
Yes.
It's not, we can't even
Correct.
see the mainland.
About 20
Ah,
miles.
you can see it. You can see it in the distance.
It's just like right on the horizon kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So, just to show you where you're at, because you never asked.
You said we're on some island
Okay.
somewhere.
You're on this one.
Okay. So we've got an island hop.
There's
Hey,
it.
sorry, I forgot what you said.
That's a big island then.
Very small island.
But we're on that. We're all on that.
Oh god.
Yep.
Okay, so
And
I'm
apparently
gonna-
they walked for some time till they found a boat. So it's a fairly sized island.
Yeah, well, you could probably walk around it in 3/4 of an hour.
Alright, okay.
That's a
Alright, I'll come back.
pretty big island. That's
You're gonna be okay?
It's not a desert island with one tree.
well, it
you
gives
know.
me an idea of how big that is. Then that must be like
Alright, okay, I'll come
you
back.
know
Pretty big.
a few suburbs
Alright,
put
I'll see you in a
together
bit.
at least.
Oh, shame, man. That tonight was a cameo. Intro's not well. Yeah, she had a headache when I left, and it's just gone worse. Yeah, so. But this is going to be a weekly thing, right? Hopefully?
God willing.
Okay, Charlotte, good. Okay. Well, at least I got up to date. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
No, sorry, guys.
Listen to the rest of the recording on your way back.
Yeah. I will. Pretty much.
Then I can copy that for you.
Yeah. No, that's cool. But the
You know
write
what
ups.
you need to do is speech to text.
Yeah, you need to go the other way. No, the write ups. But the write ups.
That'll be
Then
way.
we'd have all the gay stuff in there.
You'll have to
Yeah.
And there'd probably be copyright issues for all the Star Wars and the Skyrim and all the other references that stuck in there.
Even though you wrote that about 10 years before any of that came out, or 20.
I know.
Alright, guys. Sorry to bail.
You're right.
What's up?
Enjoying the chill.
Right. Okay, so so we found the boats. They're not looking fantastic, but they,
Raoul still didn't give us an answer on how we're supposed to get back. Was he just looking, smiling, sheepish? I can't even say.
I didn't think that far ahead, to be honest, yeah.
As long as we have something that floats
Look, I'm happy.
per person.
I'm a big believer in fate and destiny, so I'm going to be at the right place at the right time. So I'm just going to rest here
That's
until both
working
numbers
out
come
well
up.
so far.
Oh, yeah.
okay, fair enough.
And according to the losses, we don't have to run ourselves ragged trying to do this. We'll figure it out eventually.
At the same time, every day that we delay means the deaths of more people.
I'm not delaying on purpose.
So, even though Lawsus Morgan may be saying that, you know, take your time,
Hey, if it wasn't for Lawsus Morgan, we wouldn't be doing any of this. I'll be going to your
he's not saying take it easy, go for a holiday down to the Bahamas, you know, kick back, wait till all this blows over,
I'm
and
not
then
saying
go
that
and look
either.
up.
So he's saying like, let's
You
finish
just want to
reading the
sit and
book.
learn spells. That's what
He just wants to study.
All right. Okay, so I'm assuming you're doing standard 2 hour, 3 hour watches.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, that's a high roll.
100.
Okay, so the night passes without incident. Next morning, you wake up, everything's soaked, covered in dew.
Son of a bitch.
But otherwise, it's a pleasant day, and you can see the sun rising.
Did we have tents, or the kids? We all sleep out in the open.
No tents.
So the kids, they didn't have bedrolls.
No, they're all curled up around the dog.
Okay.
A few of them had nightmares, screamed for half an hour.
But you count there's now 7 kids. But the dog looks well fed.
Alright, so where's those boats?
So these guys are back, right?
So you guys found anything?
So
Slam.
we're in that.
Yeah, we found the boat.
They're big enough to get us across.
You
Are they
probably
gonna
need
take
to
us
take
another
more than
day?
one.
Is there enough that we're going to have to spend the day repairing them?
I'll see where we are then. Yeah, they'll go. They won't get very far.
Right.
I mean, you'll probably get to nearest. You'd probably get to Green Sea, but that's about
Is that a town, Green Sea? Little
it's
village,
more like a
fishing village.
hamlet, probably.
Well, let's take the boats and go to Green Sea, and then from Green Sea take.
Find a bigger boat.
Shall we be off?
All right.
Should we give me the kids' names?
Meeba's taking Annette, Donnie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll go.
Wrestle. And there's a lot of food up here. We need to. All right. So Meeba's boat pushes off, and he's
Who's
like,
with him?
absolutely. Donnie.
All the ones that are not here.
Yeah, pretty much. You guys are in the other boat. So who's captaining the boat?
Right now, so.
Damn it.
What, is it a sailboat, a rowboat, or what?
It's a rowing boat.
Mr. Muscles can do it.
Mate.
You can row it.
So we'd be rowing. And all the lightweights.
I'll just make a manoeuvre roll. Bloody hell! Come on, seriously.
45.
You have to use your special dice, do you?
First time I get to roll them, actually.
All right. Okay, no problems. It's a very simple manoeuvre. The sea is calm as a duck pond. When you get there, there's a few villagers out and about, a couple mending nets, but they're all looking slightly spooked.
We'll pull into port.
There's a few suspicious looks your way.
Do the people from this area speak Furcop?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll hail them and ask them if there are any larger ships around capable of making it back to the sea spray.
Yes, there's a couple. We've got a boat right on the other side of town. You might want to check him out. Where are you guys from?
All around the place.
Where is that?
All
I thought
around.
that was obvious where I was from.
He's not using his belt, is he?
He's not, no.
No, I do use my boat. My belt.
Okay, how are you dressed?
I think of fire. Fire.
To make you learn.
Screams, kill it.
Okay,
He's just a fisherman.
he's looking petrified and he's backing away. You guys are from the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just on a fishing trip.
Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
Just going
To find us a
over
boat.
here.
Hang on
Yeah.
a second. Come here. Why you look like you're a bit scared of us? What's going on?
Who are you? Were
Well-
you anything to do with that thing in the sky?
No, we saw that last night as well, and that kind of freaked us out. We were on one of
That's
this.
a bad omen.
What is it?
I'm worried that you might be what it's portending to.
What? No, we're not going to hurt anybody. And I'll smile, do my.
And you twitch a little bit.
Who's actually doing the talking here?
I'm doing the talking.
Right, give me an influence roll.
I'll get
Damn.
17 plus 44.
Scare people to death.
Okay. Alright. He's listening. He's still looking as if he's about to edge away. The others have scarpered,
Alright.
and you can hear some doors.
Have you heard any news from the mainland
No.
recently?
No.
What I'm going to tell you is probably going to scare you, but we've been invaded by the Urnorai.
No,
I smack
you don't say that.
Yes, I've caused a pain.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I did say that.
Why would you?
Right?
Every time we let him talk, he says something
Try
stupid.
Hey, honesty is the best policy.
Is that seriously what you're saying?
The fisherman starts laughing.
So now he doesn't think we're dangerous at all.
What? The Urnorai?
Yeah, don't you think? What's that? What was that?
But
thing
they
about
brought
bad
dragons
omens?
with them, eh?
Yeah, they have actually. And they got dragon riders too, and legions
Oh
of
God!
Hervo.
Come! It's a circus or something.
So what were those
That's
like?
the strong
I've
man,
never seen them before.
He looks all serious again. What? If they're nothing to do with you, I don't know. It's a bad omen.
Have you
Bad
seen
sign.
them before or
Never.
never?
So, is there anybody in your village who would know what the omen means, or have any idea about this omen? Because we have no idea. We're absolutely clueless, and it's
See,
worrying us.
We don't know. We've got
don't
no
know.
idea. But it's very, very unnatural. Very unnatural. It'd be magic. It will be magic.
No,
I'm
you-
telling you now.
You don't say.
I hide my
No
star.
good. No good has ever come from magic.
None whatsoever.
Oh, so I guess then we'll just be heading on our way back to Sea Spray,
Are there any boats that we can take back to the mainland?
then back on the other side of town.
Buy one.
How much?
Not buying a boat from here, we'll never need it again.
I tell him it's
Well,
worth his
silver.
life.
It should carry all of you. What was that?
Is it worth his life?
How about we give you 3 silver for you to take us to Sea Spray and you can take your boat back home. Hope I didn't rip myself off.
You did, but he takes your hand off. Yeah, okay. Cool.
How much would a boat ride normally cost?
Yeah, probably about 100 times less.
Well, 300. What's 100
Every
times
time
less?
he
It's only
says something,
money.
Now, hang on a
he
second.
screws
I don't
us
know what the.
That's
I
coming
thought
out of your
silver's like
pocket.
Less than gold.
out. That's coming out of your
Well,
pocket.
no
shooter.
one sees gold. Gold is like fantastically rare. So I was basing it on like a tin piece would be the equivalent of say 10 cents. A copper piece would be $1. A bronze piece would be $10.
So we gave him
a
300
silver
bucks.
piece-
But there's 10 of us.
Coming out of your
So that's like
pocket.
$30
shooter.
for a ferry
for a
ride.
few
That's
miles. Yeah, for a few miles.
that's fair.
It's not 100 times.
We're absolutely loaded, man. Get over it. This is going. We're
It's
going to
true.
save the world. Money's no object.
Peter's got money coming out of his every orifice. So
I think I had more money than Peter did until somebody changed.
well,
my
no,
inventory,
that's called dividing the loot equally. We have to do that.
which I've lost count of, seeing as
Yeah.
somebody lost my
Yeah,
character sheet.
we-
as well.
You're so heavy, you can't even move anymore with the amount of loot you're carrying on your body. Alright,
All right, so.
in the boat.
And he sails you all across. It's quite choppy actually. So you won't get seasick in a 3-mile journey. It's all good. All right. Okay. So he drops you off at Aravan.
Where? Aravan, it's not Sea Spray. I told him to Sea Spray. I paid him 3 silver to Sea Spray. Where are you going?
He's taking you to the nearest land, not to Seaspray.
Give him
I'll tell him I want 1 silver back.
No, you didn't pay him in full till they got us there, so...
So I won't pay him in full. The deal was to Sea Spray. How far is Sea Spray from here? Now we've got to go on foot. We don't have horses. we don't have
Shooter,
anything.
let's just get off
I'll-
here. What's there? We
I'll
don't
step
know.
in and sort of make apologies on
For the-
behalf of my friend.
The
He
crazy wizard.
he clearly has a sense of humour and is
If he'd have bought the boat, he could have gone there. All right. Well,
All right.
okay. I'll return 4 bronze pieces to you.
I got a sword.
I'll take him and I'll chuck him back into the ocean. And then we'll walk off.
House and bod. Nice.
We're just keeping
Okay.
track of the money that we spent.
Alright.
It's coming out of Shooter's pocket.
At least make a wish.
Can I make a kicking maneuver
Towards
to
the
kick
boat.
him off the boat?
No, when he's getting off, you grab his foot, so he sort of trips.
No, we're evil, aren't we?
All right,
Anyway,
you're in a much larger village now. There's a lot of people coming and going. There's a fair bit of noise, but again, people do seem to be a little bit on edge. I suspect it's probably the same deal.
Maybe we should split up so we don't look so...
Every time we split up, we end up in trouble.
No, but I mean, it
Last
looks a
time we
bit
split up,
strange.
last time we split up in the city, you got arrested. You started a fight. And then
I was trying to look for work. It just so
by
happened
insulting
that
somebody's mother.
not on purpose. He had an ugly
That's right.
face.
You're staying right next to me. Let me do all the talking.
And Raoul,
Every
this is
time
what
that
we've
happens.
got. This is what we've got.
Every time you talk, something goes wrong.
So,
I'll say enough of these squabbles. What was in the past is in the
Yes,
past.
ma'am.
you've got to remember, this guy is actually much older than you guys.
Oh, so yeah, that's right. I'm only 19 years old, so I can act like a 19-year-old.
You can.
He'll punch you out like you're a 19-year-old as well.
I remarked to Tudor that Quaburn obviously didn't teach you manners.
How do you know Craven?
Back in the day, he taught me a few spells.
Few spells.
I'd like to be a bit older than 19. Is that right?
You're 22.
But it has been many years since I've
Not bad.
seen him. My
Well, it's what you
my
are.
duties with the Amherst
It's what
have
you were in
taken
the
me
last
far away
character
since
sheet.
then.
He's the same.
He's now right.
Craven is an Alric as well, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's Elric.
Okay. So I kind of look like a fool now. Shut up.
So that portent in the sky last night, we know we don't know its meaning yet, but it's clear that it will have all those who saw it on edge.
You're drawing quite a lot of attention now.
Is Cyan on fire again?
What are you wearing now?
I haven't been on fire for quite a while. I still enjoy it.
Are we still on the shore, or have we started walking
I'm not
into
that
town?
conspicuous right now. No need. Only
Tell me what you're wearing.
What I normally wear.
So just the skin, so you don't have the belt
Yeah,
on?
the half-dead wolf and the loincloth and now a nice belt and a great big axe.
Fair
You're
enough.
just trying to hide in plain sight.
He's drawing, but Will as well. Will is dressed like
With
a
his
wild
army
man.
of kids
Yeah, yeah.
and a dog that can eat somebody.
It's a pie.
Zane can speak for occult, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell both
Nice heavy accent.
both
Yeah.
Wilhelm and Zane that they should
Dress up.
find a out of the way place to wait until we get the lay of this town.
Why?
Cyan
You're
now
both
dresses
drawing
up like a-
unwanted attention until we know the repercussions of the betrayal at what was the town?
Tinterin.
Tinteran, and its impacts across the realm. We should be careful where we tread and by whom we're seen.
I agree with the elders. All right.
Let's do what all.
I agree with all guys well.
He does.
Also take the kids.
Alright. Yes, okay. Well, Wilhelm is definitely keen to take the children somewhere. They're all
So-
moaning because they want to go to the toilet.
What's the sort of layout of this town or hamlet?
Sorry?
What's the layout of this?
What is it? What kind of
hamlet
buildings
size
are there?
town?
Okay, so there's probably about...
Is there an inn somewhere?
There is an inn, yes. There's about 15, 20 buildings. The typical basic trades. So you've got your butcher, baker, you've got a roper, there's a boatwright, there's net menders and various small warehouses.
Is there a
as
stable?
well.
There's a stable as well.
There's a blacksmith and a stable, yeah.
Is there a bath?
A bar,
Or an inn or something?
yeah.
I'll go straight to the bath.
That's what.
Pretty much most
right
villages
behind
have that as a centrepiece. That's typically, in fact, most towns.
I'm off to the
around.
pub.
And I grab
Sick
the
of your
boy down
face.
before he walks in and I go, just keep your mouth shut, eh?
Sick of your face, Tudor.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
attention.
Blacksmith.
You're going to the blacksmith? Okay, why?
I wanna buy something from.
Do you,
Fair enough.
do you think you'd be able to, if I give you this sack of barbed heads for the arrow pieces, you'd maybe be able to, you know?
Get him fletched.
There might be a
Fletcher.
fletcher option. Yes, there is.
Do you think you'd be able to maybe fletch some arrows to these barbed heads?
But there's a Fletcher.
Ask him for some money, 'cause he
Fine, I'll go over to the Fletcher, negotiate a price. Hey there, got some arrowheads. Can you deflect them for me?
Alright, it tells you to come back in 4 hours.
I've given them
It'll
the...
be done.
done.
And what does one pay for fletching? I don't know.
He has to pay for the wood.
Well, no,
He has to pay for the labour.
He's
And
going
he
to
has to
pay
pay for the feathers.
the actual arrows themselves. Even though he's supplying the
But
heads, I would put it as the same price. From memory, oh god.
5 coppers per arrow? Was that
No,
ridiculous?
it was,
5 tins
I'm pretty sure
5 silver.
it was 5 bronze pieces.
per arrow
No, for all of them.
for all.
Yeah.
How much money do I actually have right now? Because I've kind of...
Well, it's coming from the group funds.
Ah.
Um,
Can I negotiate that price?
if you must.
5 bronze pieces. 86.
What's your influence? I think it's that height.
Influence is
8.
right down the bottom. 8.
No.
Right down the
86
bottom.
plus... What do you mean it's right down the bottom?
The influence.
Oh, not on his one.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks, Tudor.
there.
Oh, okay. So plus 7. So
Oh, you're shocking.
92.
You two! Stop it!
92.
Bloody hell. Okay, he goes, oh, you got a nice face. Cute face.
What's your
What's your number? 4 bronze pieces to you.
Wasn't that 4 bronze pieces before?
No, it's 5.
17?
It was 5. I gave you one off. Just take it. And
Because
go.
you're nice.
Alright, I'll tell you.
Alright, how are you going at the blacksmith? What are you after?
Let's see. A weapon. What 200 weapons does he have?
He would definitely have long spears. There would probably be
But isn't it polearm? Like
yes.
Not in a fishing village.
I'm loath to say there would be any two-handed swords or battle axes or anything significantly martial like that. There probably wouldn't be there.
But
you
axes
possibly have
chop down
spears.
trees.
Sorry,
how would they chop down trees?
They've got hand axes, not
Yeah.
the big battle.
a battle axe is a different deal to a woodman's axe.
Alright.
What are you after? What?
Something two-handed.
You've got a quarterstaff.
Something more potent than a quarterstaff. Alright. How much is the two-handed spear?
Ask him to put blades on either end of your quarterstaff.
I advise.
Could do that, but I can see an eye coming out at some point.
The kids!
Look, it would
Yeah,
probably...
why don't you play with us?
You've got to get those kids to somewhere safe. Yeah, look, we...
And he's with them.
I would say you're not going to find what you want here. I think, yeah, for the stuff that you're after, I mean, probably you're looking also at two-handed concussion weapons as well. To go with the whole priest thing. But remember also, Phil, that you're not... You're
Terribly strong.
you're not that strong, no. Your strength lies in the magics that you've got, but also in the mental stuff that you've got as well. So,
Don't let anyone tell you you can't.
but
My
no,
advice. I
he's the
think you need
little,
a great
he's the
big
little
battle axe
priest who
like
could.
me.
So while these guys are off shopping,
Yep.
I've wandered off into the inn. Is there any? Is it full?
Okay, it's
Is
a
it
very,
empty?
very sombre atmosphere in there at the moment.
So I'll just wander over to the bar and strike up a conversation with the bartender.
Yep, okay.
Are there anybody gambling?
There's no gambling there. No. It's mid-morning, so it's still only alcoholics in there at the moment.
So the point of the small talk is to get him Steve to ask him what's been happening, any news.
He looks at you and he seems quite and says, "Where are you from?"
Me?
Yeah, you're from out of town.
Oh, I'm from. I tell him a place from the southern
Hey,
realm, Rumbarb or wherever it is. Not my hometown, somewhere
From the
else.
southern realm, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ruble.
Ruble, yep, I'm from Ruble. Travelling through the kingdom.
And what's a soft southerner like yourself doing in this town?
I have a little chuckle at the jibe about the southern. I tell him, I'm just here to see all the lovely sights. I heard the coastal realm has beautiful beaches.
Hell yeah!
Well, I'm sure it doesn't compare to anything you've got from back home, but yes, we're quite happy with what we've got, thank you.
So what's the news?
News?
Yeah, has there been anything of interest happening?
What sort of things are you talking about?
I don't know, I've been on the road, I've been...
Lomot broke his leg last week. Very sad. What do you want?
I heard something from some other town that I went through. I have to remember the name now.
Greenbow?
Yeah, something happened in Windor a few weeks back. Yeah. Something to do with the Baron, an assassination attempt on him, or...
Really?
Yeah, did you hear of that?
No.
So news doesn't come down this far south in the coastal
What
realm.
are you trying to say?
Oh, I'm just saying...
That we're backward?
No, not saying that, not saying that.
Maybe I'd probably come through the door after the Fletchers and sort of push past Tudor, ignoring the conversation he's having with the bartender. Because I haven't really got much respect for Tudor. All in good fun though. I probably would lay my life down for him anyway. Say to the barkeep,
And he'd let you.
do you have any magickas in the town?
Any what?
Any magickas? You know that funny thing that happened last night? You say that in the sky.
I did.
Trying to find somebody who actually knows something about that. It's just something about that just makes drives me wild. I want to know more about it.
Right.
I like lights.
I say,
and
I
pretty
heard
things.
it was a bad omen.
People are saying it's a bad omen, but
It is a bad omen.
who says it's a bad omen?
Fire and pestilence, perhaps?
Because it was pretty lights and things in a nice circle. I'm just wondering, maybe you have a magicka in town. Or,
These things
or a
have been
witch.
seen before.
By whom?
By whom?
Yeah, I've never seen
By
one
our
before.
ancestors.
Do you have any librarians or anybody with knowledge about these sorts of things, barkeep?
He sits you down. He starts to talk about the old days.
Barkeep.
In the old days, that was how the men of Urnorai communicated.
Ah,
Man of who?
Urnorai, the Urnorai.
Oh, yes.
They're real.
Yes, I believe you.
when they killed a few of them.
My ancestor, you've heard of Orson Davis,
Orson Davis.
hero of, and I'll mention the battle that I can't remember right now.
Is Meagle with...
Helped defeat the Urnorai some 300-400 years back.
Ah, yes.
I'm a direct descendant.
Good for you.
Give me a free cup of ale.
And my mother's the Queen of Sheba.
He would be very proud of you, I'm sure.
Puff up my chest.
I'll pat you on the shoulder. Well done, Judah. So,
Probably some milkmaid.
So you're saying
looking
that's
for
how
you
the
on
Urnorai communicate it? So that's what the law is, at least.
Well, that happened several times.
What, several
Very bad
times
sign.
recently, or?
No. In the old days.
Yeah.
But God only knows what that's all about now.
So
Wait,
I look
wait.
knowingly at Rajon. And we share a moment.
do we have Mabel with us?
Sorry?
No, I don't think anyone
No,
wants
he's not in. He thought it was kind of political to go into hiding for this.
Well done.
He's with Muronat.
Right.
Wait, I kind of drag these guys out. I've come as well. Have I overheard this conversation?
If you've been listening in, yeah.
Maybe I'll repeat it. So those lights are how the Urnorai used to communicate. Did you hear that, Levon? He's just walked in.
You know, I kind of nudged them to back out of the inn.
Yeah. Good night, Thomas.
Because
What do you want, man?
look, like, thingy signifying Urnorai, talking to each other, like
Yep.
smoke signals or something, and it's over the town we were planning on going.
We better.
Bad signs.
it's.
It's a bad omen.
Well done.
Spoken like a local.
Do you have
It is.
So I just meant, do you guys have a town watch of any sort?
Oh, we've got the yeoman.
The what?
The yeoman.
The yeoman.
Men at arms. There's about a dozen of them.
So you don't have a witch or a mage or anybody?
Magic.
I'm going to interrogate them.
No.
Anybody who would know
Tradition.
more about that?
No.
Close the door, please, Thomas.
I don't know. We can start a mass panic and they won't believe us. Or we can just move on and just let them die.
We'll just move on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Raoul, do you
What does
have any-
Raoul think? Is Raoul with us?
Yeah.
So what do you think after
The wise old man.
we're gonna... Maybe we'll ask him. Do you think anyone will believe us if we tell him the Urnorai are coming? Maybe this bartender will believe us.
They may not. The question is, what would they do with that information?
Yeah.
And would that help
Panic.
us in our quest?
No, they'll probably take all the horses and run.
And also, if someone is trying to find us, asking, have some weird people asking weird questions come through here.
Yes.
This probably wouldn't help.
Where's the where's the stable?
The
Up the
blacksmith.
street or down the street?
Oh, he's just from there.
Oh, you know where the stable is?
I was going to blacksmith. Is blacksmith and stable the same thing?
Alright, let's head there, guys, and get some horses, and make our way towards
Still gotta
Sinros.
wait for my Fletchers, so I think
Oh,
I'll have
4
some.
hours.
I'll have a drink on my own.
Is there anyone in the bar at all?
There's about 2 or 3 patrons.
All drunks there?
Normally head down and not saying much.
No
I'm gonna play a game.
No point using my storytelling skill to get some free food. There's no one there. There's no audience.
Where's the bathroom?
In the pub
No,
or here?
Yeah. The actual bathroom.
Okay, so open the door and
Yeah.
I'm pointing away. And the door is immediately across from there. I'm pointing at it now.
Okay.
Straight across.
Get myself something to drink and something that's not alcoholic because I don't want to get drunk, and pull out my book and make use of the time while we're
You
waiting.
can't use these quotes in any other context when you're recording.
Hey, I just said pull out my book.
Okay. What are you doing? It's all a rather...
Rolling some dice.
You want to bring the? Maybe we should call the
See
guys,
if
bring
anyone
them in
wants
here,
to gamble.
have them get the kids something.
I was
to-
actually thinking of the same thing. How about him, myself, and whoever wants to have a game in the tavern?
Yeah,
Roll some bones.
We'll buy
okay,
around.
you can engage in some pub games.
we buy a round of drinks and then put a few silvers on the table and start rolling.
Is it getting really noisy now?
Well, you guys are making noise, yeah.
Am I able to study or not?
Ah,
Yeah,
you're black.
You're probably you get your book out, yeah.
But I like
Alex speaks it all.
it. I
Okay.
like it.
Alright.
I'm black where it counts. Right.
4 armed men walk into the bar. They're freemen.
Sounds like a bad joke. Yep.
In leather armour, and they're looking around. And they see you guys.
So we're all in here, including
I
the
invite
guys.
them to my game.
No. Oh, did you bring them in?
Well, I would have told them to come and hang out here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So you're all in there.
Yeah.
I invite them to my game.
Who are you guys?
What's it to you?
Oh, yeah? Do I recognise any of them?
Nah.
What?
Travellers, who are you?
We're the guards.
We're not causing any trouble. We're just waiting
I asked
for.
if
Hang on,
they
hang
want
on.
to play.
We're just waiting for this guy to get his arrows from the Fletcher, and we'll be on our way.
Okay. The thing that will occur to you all is that freemen guards.
Yeah, which was what I was about to say. It means like far
It's quite a
north.
homogenous.
It's like Russians being guards in a Spanish town, for
Okay.
example.
Maybe the mercenaries.
Does that make
Ask
sense?
them
not
on
a bad-
skin.
Not
Yeah.
a bad analogy. Yeah.
Ask them on skin if they want to join the game.
No.
Which part
Thank you.
are the freemen
Fuck
from?
off then.
Yeah, somewhere.
Up north.
Well.
They obviously
Okay.
recognise my race, right?
Hold on. Where are you guys from? I don't recognise any of you.
We're out of town. Why does it matter, brethren?
Okay. Enjoy your evening. Good night. The 4 of them leave.
Hang on, before you go.
Yeah.
Any news from Freeman Lands? What news is up? You guys are all from the same... You know, whereabouts are you from in the Freeman Lands? Which tribe? Sorry. Which tribe are you from?
We're from the colonies, yeah. And?
Shut up, Jude.
So
they don't-
is laughing, not too.
I don't see any recognition on their faces of who I actually am either.
No, they don't recognise you.
Okay. Any news on
My hometown. Insert hometown.
my father's name is Borat.
Borat.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
It's
No,
not.
it's not. We've changed it.
It was Druss, and then it became Insa Bora. Bora Insa Bora.
Bora. I think it was Bora.
Just needs a T on the end.
I prefer Druss personally, but yeah. Anyway,
All right. Any news on Druss?
no.
Druss the.
I don't know who you're talking about.
What
Now,
was?
if you don't mind, we'd like to move on. I bid you good night. And they disappear.
Thank you.
It's all quiet in the bar now, if you're all looking around. You can hear,
My paranoia. My
you can
spidey
hear
sense.
horses galloping off outside.
I'll have a peek out the door to see who it is who's galloping off. Was it the Freeman?
Yeah, it was.
Can we just...
Disappearing up the road.
Bartender, were those guys the guards of this town? Have you seen them
No,
before?
I've never seen them before in my life.
Okay, battle stations.
I'd like
I think
to
they
maybe
were-
grab. Is there a way to grab a horse?
No, we're not going to change them. Just I think they're going to... I think those guys are going to come back and try to burn your ring.
What? No.
It's the omen.
So I'm assuming Will catches on as well and he's going to get his kids somewhere.
Alright, so you all start stirring up and getting to battle station, is that the...
We're going to go outside, we're not going
I
to
want
stay
to get
inside.
some sticky tape.
Why, man? The guys
I
they're
told
gonna burn
you
his ring.
every time he talks, he says
I'll tell him to call the guards. I
Every
suspect
single
those guys are coming back. They look like brigands. They rode off. They claim to be guards, and they're going to come back now. I didn't like the way they say "enjoy your night." And these freemen, they can't be trusted. Except maybe for this one.
Thank you, Jude.
I'll step in.
Thank you,
Bro,
Jude.
there's something
Yeah.
I'll
called...
step in and try and calm the situation.
Yep.
And say to the barkeep, you have to forgive my companion here.
Barkeeper's looking pretty spooked at the moment.
His imagination can run away with him.
Okay.
What are you going to say when they come back and they burn this poor guy's
Was there anything,
bar?
It was the omen.
John? I would have had a lot of experience with bandits from
Yeah.
killing a whole bunch of them.
Look, I'm just saying bandits. I don't tell him they're the Urnorai scouts.
Give them a check.
Would you have figured that out, John? or-
Do they have any characteristics of bandits?
If they were bandits, they're pretty well heeled bandits.
Okay.
The clothing they were wearing was pretty well repaired.
They're working for
And
the
they
Urnorai.
looked shaved, which is quite uncommon for the bandits.
I reckon they're working
Especially around where
for.
you're from.
I reckon they're working for Urnorai and on their pay, and that's why they got fancy armor. And we should probably go and follow them, or try and. I can scout their tracks.
We're
Hunt them
waiting.
down and try and find
I
out.
reckon we wait here. Anyway, you're waiting for your arrows, aren't you?
Raoul, well, you can wait for my arrows. Raoul, would you
I'm
like
not
to
gonna
come
wait
with?
for your arrows. I don't think we
Cyan, I'm
should-
sure you'd like to come and have a look.
Yeah.
One thing, it's like tactical suggestion. They're gonna be coming to us most likely.
So let's
Why?
wait and prepare.
Why go to them when we
So
can
you can
just
find out their numbers.
What are we going to do with the kids? We don't have any horses.
Leave them with some women.
See
I
what
give
happens,
them some
John, when
hand
you
axes.
try to act without thinking.
I give them some hand axes.
Uncle Will!
I'm just doing what the bad men did. I'm just, you know.
I'll just tell them they can call me Uncle Coney.
I'll try and usher. I'll try and usher the party.
Stop breathing!
I'll try and usher the party into a quiet section of the bar.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna wait for him here, or we'll wait for him
Okay,
outside?
give me an influence roll. I want to see if they listen to you.
Red is high.
Nice.
Plus, what is it, 63?
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
it was
no,
63.
influence. Yeah, 63.
Oh, it's more
I
influential.
wanna try to influence.
Okay.
in reverse.
No. No.
He doesn't.
What's your influence, right?
17.
17. You don't stand a chance.
Mine's 44.
Yeah, but you wanted to stay and read your books anyway.
No, I said we'll wait for him outside.
Oh, that's smarter than actually.
They can pepper us with arrows later.
I'll take that one.
Alright, I agree with Roll
Being what?
this time, with hanging around inside.
Well, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying to take us to a
So I've just
quiet
ushered you
corner.
all into a quiet section
Right,
of the
so
bar,
he's gathered
away
you
from
all
the-
round,
Oh,
and
okay.
you're all
Aaron told us to
listening.
make a stand, yeah. So I
No, no, no.
misunderstand things as well.
Okay, now you're all listening to him. He's got the floor.
So, from what Lorsus told me of your encounters in Tintorin, you seem eager, even those without martial skills, to jump to battle. If the thousands upon thousands of Urnorai soldiers wasn't enough to convince you, then I don't know what shall be. That a quick rush to arms is not always the way to achieve our objectives.
Exactly, but that's...
We have a serious decision to make. We know, as I mentioned before, we know not the location of most of the avatars we seek. However, Elmond?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Spear.
Elmond we know to be in Sinros. However, given the fragile political state of the coastal realm, we know this is the most dangerous area to be in. So the question is this: do we strike now, despite the danger, and seek Elmond before the others, or do we chart a course for other sections of Cantonia?
My argument...
And come back here when we have a better understanding of the situation and perhaps more skills and allies at our backs.
I'd argue that we go to Sinros and get Elmond because we know where he is, we know what he looks like. Who knows? And if this area has the most, who knows if they're not going to get to him first because they'll be looking for the same people.
Well, what about Lucina?
I don't know who Lucina is.
I guess that's
She's
all.
in Grablerock, whatever she
It's
is.
all the way up north.
And then we're going to have to go past Sinros anyway.
It's all the way up
We've
north.
already kind of travelled the roads through the coastal realm.
Who has Lorsus's list?
Yeah. The only other people that we have a rough location is Dard in Galdorian and Arvid in Holrian, which is down the corner, Holrian.
Damn.
That's blocked pretty far away.
Damn.
And then there's...
And Galdorian, where's Galdorian?
So don't forget there's a king on there who's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, so I don't even know where to start with there.
The cemetery, probably.
Which is in the capital, Cantapolis.
Alright, let's
Look,
go with the baby.
I'd suggest the baby. Who agrees with me?
But he'll be a bit of a liability if we actually do take him with us. What do
Well,
we do?
we've already got 8 kids. What's one more going to make?
Well,
a difference?
we're not going to keep the kids with us the whole entire time. We'll have to get rid of them
I'm pretty
sometime.
sure Lorsus has figured out some sort of safe house that he hasn't told us about. Is that
Didn't he
possible?
just say that, we had to try and find...
Well, we kept him with us for the initial part of our journey. He was fine.
That was luck.
Then we're gonna have some more luck then, aren't we?
Yes. Anyway, this is my suggestion. What do you
So-
guys... We can argue about it. Who agrees with me, who doesn't?
Is Edmund the closest one to us?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the closest one that we know of.
As long as we're heading north towards...
And that way we can continue up to there. I need to go past Yordishipan anyway.
So the map that you've got there, sorry, I just want to give you
As long as we're heading north...
more of a local map as well. Sorry, a bit upside down for you there. No,
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sean,
this is how it goes.
I go outside out the inn, and just to keep watch, just in case like the mercenaries come back and burn the inn while these guys are debating.
Yeah,
Look,
okay.
look, I'm asking for everybody who agrees and who disagrees with me.
I'm with this guy for any votes.
So Navon's my point man there as well.
So it seems we agreed on Sinros then.
Do we agree? John?
Donnie's very keen to go to Kinross. Lessel is also keen to go. Lessel's of the opinion that we may find allies in
Sinros.
Sinros.
Okay, that's another point for
I
Sinros.
suspect that, whilst there are traitors around, they're not all traitors. So there's bound to be some sort of resistance.
Yes.
As long as we're heading
And
north.
Wilhelm, I think,
I
is
agree with
also.
that conclusion.
Okay.
Happy to follow.
As long as we're heading.
So if we're agreed on Kinross,
Kinross or Sinros?
Kinross,
Kinross. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Kinross. Why didn't you spell it with a K?
Have you not read my dictionary? K is an imported letter from the Korean language and is used in very few words.
God!
So Kinross
Unbelievable,
is...
Tudor.
So if we're agreed on Kinross, then may I suggest that we travel as light and as inconspicuously as possible.
Wilhelm starts chopping off the heads off his kids. No, that's a good suggestion. And I think we should avoid
let's
that.
let's not rush to spread word of the Urnorai invasion or the betrayal of the, what's his name? The Lord?
The Duke, I'm gonna kill.
The Duke?
The Duke of Telina.
Won't news have reached already?
It may have, but leave it to the betrayers and the Urnorai to spread that. Better to take advantage of the what's the word I'm looking for? The backwardness and the naivety of some of the small folk while we can.
Are you saying this in the inn where everyone here?
No, he's whispering in the corner somewhere.
In hushed.
Give me a perception roll, please.
That's it, Toddy, they're back. We're gonna
Purple high.
Purple high.
Purple lost.
17. He sees nothing.
Sees nothing.
Well, 20s soldiers galloping down.
Okay.
Can we hear anything?
Not inside
So-
there, no.
I suggest we
I'll move that.
organise transport, suitable transport as quickly as possible.
How are we going to get the kids on a horse? How are we going to get a carriage? We're going to be like a train.
If we can get a horse and cart and a few extra horses, that should be enough to.
We can look like traders or of some sort.
Yeah.
We can manage. That's a good idea.
Slave traders.
It's like selling children. We can be a performing circus troupe, and the children are actors.
So
They can have
Rolls looking at me like,
hence
what an idiot.
I'm gonna go to the. Was it there were stables in the town, right?
Yeah, the blacksmith and stables.
I'm going to go to the blacksmith and stables and see if I can't negotiate us some transport.
We're going to get a carriage. We can pretend to be merchants, but then Tudor cracked the joke that we can be a travelling circus troupe. That's what the kids are all part of the circus as well. I can do some other tricks. Like water appear in my hand.
I suggest you all stay here and keep as low profile as possible. Although if one or two of you wish to come with me, you're welcome to.
I'll hang around with him since he knows Kevin, whatever his name was. Just to,
So where are you going?
have a bit of
Go to
chat.
the blacksmiths and stables
perception roll,
to see
please.
about transport.
Purple.
41.
I'm getting there.
41. What's your perception?
45.
45. Okay, you hear
Your perception's higher than me.
You hear
Far out.
horses.
That's influence. That's influence.
Many horses? Deadly horses?
No.
Deadly
you hear
horses.
horses very close by.
They're already in the building and they're stabbing us in the back.
So I just hear horses going. Oh,
You probably want to investigate.
yeah,
So
I'll take
you're
your
just by
suggestion.
you're just by the front door, aren't you?
yeah.
Okay, this is where you're at.
You know something's going down when you drew a map.
And where are the horses from?
Well, you can't tell, but you're
You're
pretty
blind.
sure it's not in front of you, where they would be visible.
When I poked my head around out the door, which direction did the Freeman go?
Off up the road.
Alright, I'm gonna skulk and search for the source of the horse noise.
There's a back door out of the tavern, isn't there?
We don't know.
Well, you haven't looked, but
You would
it
assume.
would be reasonable to assume there would be.
Well, I mean, it's probably through the kitchen or something, I guess.
Just hold on a second. Have you told anyone what's going on?
No.
No.
Massive.
Carry on with your conversation.
We're making jokes about circus troops and what we're going to call them.
Okay, so I'm going to the blacksmiths and stables.
I'll come along with
Tudor
you.
was coming with me. Anyone else?
Nope. I was actually going to start heading up the... Honestly, before you setting the horse stuff, I was actually going to sort of keep an eye out or anything for any incoming... That's why I asked you the direction of the horses.
That the horses went.
Yeah, in case...
Alright. So Walla.
Wallah, I swear. I swear.
Alright, okay.
I think it's
That's
more
what I
plausible
want.
if you go to your Fletcher.
Huh?
Your arrows
Paid good money
actually
for
probably
those
would
arrows.
be probably
been
done
4
by now.
hours,
Yeah.
damn.
Okay.
Lots of talking.
If Fletcher is here. Okay, this is your blacksmith.
Okay.
Just here.
La-di-da-di-da. So we walk past Navon.
And these are the stables.
No, I'm skulking.
You're what? Stalking?
Skulking.
Stalking around.
Probably stalking as well.
So me and Roll are walking outside. We don't see Navon hanging around. Do we know that? Hey, where's Navon? Wasn't he supposed to be keeping watch?
No one noticed he was gone.
Okay.
Are you guys going to yell inside and tell us Navon's missing?
No. He's probably
Well,
wanting us to take a leak.
They were,
Oh, what an
so
idiot.
where have you gone?
Oh, he's just gone.
I'll go like this around.
Okay. Alright. I'll resolve you first. Actually, no, I'm going to resolve you guys first. You go to the Fletcher, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. He presents you with your arrows. He's done a pretty good job on them as well.
So we've got
40 barbs.
barbs arrows.
Nice.
So what are the barbs like? Are they like
I'll give
triple
him...
pronged, 4-pronged?
They're triple pronged. And you try pulling one of those suckers out, and you're going to bleed.
That's gonna But if you leave it in, you'll be fine.
He did an extra good job, did he?
Yeah.
I'll give him an extra bronze, extra few copies.
Okay.
Feeling generous.
Yes, from
All right.
our treasury.
Yeah, have it all.
I probably contributed half of that treasury with the fund.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So, alright. So, you get your arrows. Good stuff. Okay. Who goes to the blacksmith?
Me and Roll
Rather than Tudor.
Okay. And what are you doing there?
are going to find a circus troop carriage or a carriage of some sort and some horses.
So I'm going to the stables to see what sort of transports around, or if there's knowledge of passing trade.
Alright, give me an information gathering roll. See how you go. And I'll add your
77.
Nice, okay, plus your 63. Very good. Okay. He actually tells you that there have been a few suspicious people around here recently inquiring after horses. He's sold pretty much all of his horses already. Just got these 3 left. As you can see, they're not the best of horse. But yeah, they're Freemans. Why are they here? Have you seen them?
Traders.
Oh, you're there as well.
I didn't say anything. I'm
We
just-
saw a few in the inn not too long ago.
They claimed they were guards, though.
They're thugs.
You've never had guards. Have there been
I heard
bandits in the?
I heard
in
that
the
they
region?
roughed up one of the farmer's sons on his way to Sea Spray.
So there's like a band of bandits of some sort. But that's bandits wouldn't buy
They're
horses.
not bandits.
On
No.
the way to Sea Spray.
They think they're above the law,
Mercenaries, by the sounds of things.
possibly.
I wonder who they're working for.
I'll ask him how many horses has he sold in this manner.
Oh, I've sold 11 horses.
Right.
I've never sold that many in a year. Never mind in a fortnight.
I'll ask him if he knows of any passing trade, carts and...
Not a lot comes through here. Are you looking for a wagon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Some
yes.
sort.
There is an
Circus
old.
wagon, if you
There is an old wagon. Look, it's old, but I mean it's still roadworthy. But I wouldn't take it off road.
How big is it?
It may just suffice for our
Oh,
purposes. It may just suffice for our purposes. Do you know where this is? And
it's round the back of the stable.
Do you have enough horses? Are those horses strong enough to pull this wagon with about 10 people in it?
10 people?
Well,
Probably not.
is that kids? We're all walking.
Isn't there an orphanage in this town?
They can't keep up.
Where's the
Look,
pie maker?
I grew up as an orphanage. It's fine. They can. If I can do it, they can do it.
Look out, yeah.
You're not here anyway.
Who hasn't had
We'll give them all
ice
a
cream?
bowl and they can go out.
I haven't. I'm not going to have any.
I'm not a fan.
I'll probably
Have two.
stick it back in the freezer actually. Alright. Yeah, no, the wagon definitely wouldn't take all you guys.
Roll, what do you think?
Okay, I'll ask him how much he'd be willing to take for the wagon.
You can have it. It's just been sat behind here for ages.
And the horses?
You can have them as well, alright?
No. No, look, I'll let you take all three. They're not the best, so I'm not going to charge the full price. Call it 20 silver the lot.
How many horses do we need to pull the thingamabob, the wagon? All three of them, really? You usually need 4, don't you, to pull the wagon?
2.
Depends on the size of the wagon. If it's just like a cart sort of thing. 2.
So we're buying a wagon for some kids. Bloody Wilhelm.
I told you, just dump them at the orphanage.
I agree.
There's no orphanage in this town, is there?
There's no orphanage in this. No. There is a pie maker.
I'll.
So
Get them all fat on pie.
How much is our party finances?
Or maybe
Sorry?
trade
How much is
5
our
of the
party
kids
finances?
for the 3 horses.
It's full of.
who's the treasurer?
You actually do need to appoint a treasurer. 'Cause
I don't have any money on my list.
To be perfect honest, I've been doing it, but I'm not the most reliable. Stuff will go missing. So,
Is 20 silver fair for 3 horses?
Yeah, it's still a little on the pricey side, given that they're not the best of nags, but the guy seems to like you. So
look, how about
and he's letting you have a wagon as well, so.
offer him 10 silver, I'll smile at him.
Do the influence roll.
Alright, 18 silver. I'm not going to drop it any more than that.
That's what they all say.
This one's an Asian.
How about we both pressure him a bit more, we'll say 15. We'll pay you in cash. I don't have anything else to
He's Lebanese. He's
Yeah, here's my card.
I'll attempt to.
My terminal's not working.
Should I? Yeah, why not? I'll attempt to cast. What's it called?
Yes, Bill. I'll be the treasurer.
No, we don't trust him. No. Rajon's not the treasurer.
I won't use the money, I'll just keep track of it.
Rajon's not. He's shown himself to be.
I'll attempt to cast Charm Kind.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jamal can do it. Jamal can
It's
do
a
it.
team thing, I can't use it for
I'll attempt to cast Charm Kind on him.
Okay.
Does he notice
give me a
that,
roll.
or is it? Does he have to describe what he's doing?
He needs to. My guy needs to do a resistance roll. If he wants to.
So I've got
How about
to
if I'm
roll to see if it goes off first, don't
I'm
I?
serenading him while he's casting the spell. Now I've got a nice singing voice.
Right.
That happens
Go on.
when you're a eunuch. You still retain that light
Huh?
voice. When you're a eunuch, you
So
retain
I've
the
got to
light.
make a roll first to see if it goes off.
Yeah. So it's a base spells roll.
Okay.
So the only thing you want to avoid is failing this roll. So you don't want to get
He'll make us try to kill us or something.
5 or downwards. Everything else is fine.
Right.
So red's high, right?
So,
Yeah, red's high.
so what's
Okay.
88?
Good. That's a good effective spell. Let's see if he resists.
Oh, yeah.
It's essence, isn't it? 20. Nope, he's a sucker. He likes you.
And I'll
Got
say,
mouth.
perhaps you didn't recognise me when I first walked in. I've come past
Well, now you mention it,
several
you do
times.
look quite familiar to me. How you been all these years? It's been years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you been?
It's been some time.
Yes,
I wouldn't
yes.
normally push for such a bargain, but on my travels I've picked up a number of poor orphans. and the wagon is to ease their journey on our way to Kinross.
Oh, yeah, like I say, you can have the wagon. The horses, look, I'll let you have them for 5 silver. That's what they cost me.
What a nice guy.
I appreciate your
I like
kindness.
this spell.
It will be returned in kind.
You'll return the money?
In time. In time.
Okay.
What a
You
nice
are
guy.
such a nice man. That's why you're my friend.
You didn't have to do that.
Alright.
Okay.
So we spent 5 silver.
Okay, before I get to you, what are you doing?
Moseying around the town square,
On
checking
fire.
up the local wine.
Hands on the
All running
pole.
away
I'm
screaming.
glad.
Okay, so
Making
where?
myself really
So-
inconspicuous.
So you down at the waterfront or
No,
around?
I'm sort of standing around here.
That's
If
kind
there's
of.
any people around, I
Any
start
local
wandering over to chat to them. You know, that's
any local women of the night?
They do tend to be backing away from you plenty.
Well, you know, I can walk quite fast. How's it going?
Free hugs.
That's right.
One of them screams. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, to you. All right. You can see as you go around the corner that there are a number of horses milling around, just around there.
Can I? Are they speaking or?
The horses?
No. I mean,
My own
you're right.
such a bastard.
Oh, give me a perception roll. $42 and 45.
Sorry, Sean, there's a plastic bag there on the second last shelf. It's got Panamax in it. Can I grab it, please?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm going to get a really high temperature.
We'll take these as well.
Okay.
Make sure he gets lots of water. All right. You don't hear them talking now.
Alright.
Come and get me and we'll go.
Hiding. I go close to the horses.
So you're stalking. Okay, give me a stalking maneuver.
20
20.
or 200.
I like 200. Stoke. 42 altogether.
42 altogether.
Stumbles.
One of the horses looks and is looking at you, and it takes a few paces towards you.
Alright.
It's saddled.
Are the horses are they just standing there or are they tied to something?
They're not tied up.
Okay. Do they have
And you can make out about 5 of them, but there might be more. Steal them.
alright. Is there alright, I'll get
It's
on
a priest, for God's sake.
If there's
Yes.
any...
5 finger discount.
It was the will.
I'll jump on the one that approaches.
You'll jump on it.
You're jumping on it.
Jumping on the horse. Didn't see that one coming. All right.
I don't think anyone else does.
Roll.
Because I was joking, didn't you?
22. All right.
Oh, God.
It's not the fluid motion you thought it would be.
Sort of gets up,
The
slides
horse
out.
kind of backs away a little bit and to the side, and a couple of the other horses back away. Luckily, my guys are deaf at the moment. That's all good. Okay, so eventually you manage to mount the horse, and you're sat there now on the horse.
Oh, yeah.
I go right back into the main square.
Grab the reins of a few of them. You should pass.
Nah,
Drag through forward.
Give me a riding manoeuvre.
I'm good at riding, so it's alright.
He falls off.
31.
31, yeah, you've got a high ride, don't they? Okay, alright, so you trot out into the main square.
Hey guys, look what I found.
Yeah, I'm looking for these guys.
Oh, they seem to see me.
Have we hitched up the carriage yet? Or the wagon? With two of the horses?
When I find him, I tell him 3 horses at the back.
One of the freemen on the roof of the pub stands up and goes, "Hey!"
That's my horse.
Who he's that?
And shoots his crossbow.
Straight through your
How did he shoot his crossbow into his own horse?
Did he? What's your defensive bonus?
One.
It's not wearing any armour.
1. Oh shit.
Ragdolls off the back of the horse. His foot gets caught in the stirrup. The horse bolts. His head cracks on a rock.
And he dies.
How's that for a description?
Alas, poor Navant. Yes, I might use that one.
Did you roll 66 or something?
There's a lot of them.
You rolled a
I haven't
5.
unlocked them all yet.
Delving ways. Unless yellow is high, in which case it's 50.
Okay, you take 10 hits. You've actually done reasonably well. 10 hits and a critical.
Better write that down somewhere. You know what? Write it down on all. Split it up. One right in the front, and then put your stuff on there so I can give it to Sean later.
Now you just take the strike failed to connect well. You take another hit point. However, there are a number of others on the roof who also want to take a shot.
Get under cover, man.
I'm galloping as soon as possible.
And screaming out, maybe it's a good idea. We're using your mind blast.
I'm guessing some of them are like running down the stairs.
Okay, this time you take 15 hits.
Yeah.
A C critical.
Oh, that's not good. No one's going to die. First session without the training wheels. 3 party members are executed.
The bolt crosses your head.
You instantly. He's trying to reword it so you don't die.
No, I'm not doing that anymore.
Anymore.
Strike crosses foe's head. If he has a helm, it's knocked off and dented.
He doesn't have a helmet.
Damn.
But there's no description for anything else, so I'm assuming it's because it didn't actually hit. In which case you get away with that one. However, there's another one.
Oh god.
15. Oh god.
That minute hits him. Why is it low?
75, 80, 90.
Is that good or bad?
What shit points do you have?
Like in the 60s.
10 hits and an A critical.
God, I had that many.
Okay, this time the bolt has hit you in the forearm on your right arm.
I yell out.
It gives you another 2 hit points, and you're bleeding. 2 hits around, and you're -10 to activity
How many rounds? Or is he bleeding until he heals himself?
until he heals himself.
Alright, let's see. Let's count that up. 10, 26, 36.
He lost over half his hit points in that attack.
So the horse theft antic was a fail.
Alright, I gallop away from them.
Away for them or into the bar? Jumping in.
No, I do not gallop into the building they're on top of.
Okay, so
So you got. Where did
you've
you
come
get
out on your
From
horse,
the roof, that
and
is.
you've come out
hit?
this way.
Where? What part have you got hit?
His arm, his
His
chest.
arm, head, and chest.
Damn.
And one of them's still hanging out of his arm.
Damn. So where are you riding?
Away.
At the moment, in that general direction, but you could probably go left or right.
So
I wouldn't go right.
He
That's
probably,
north of sea.
he doesn't know where anyone else is, so he's just riding.
Yeah.
So could,
You
Find a corner somewhere and heal yourself.
No, you're aware of where Cyan is. You can see him. He's round about here where you're riding.
Sayan turns on his flames.
So you are fully aware of what's going on now.
If I know where he is, I yelled, "We're under attack!"
with that accent?
Yes. I'm not a Frenchman, thank you very much.
And
Thank
someone
God for
says,
that.
Who is this guy? I've never seen him before in my life.
I think what I'll do is I'll make my way to the door
Yeah.
where the guys are on the roof.
Yep.
So if they come trying to pile out the door, they can only come out one at a time, otherwise I'm going to hack their heads off.
Bear in mind also that
kids
Will
are in there.
and the kids and all the others are in there as well.
The-
Oh, they're
Wait.
still inside.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case I'll just go through the door and upstairs.
Okay. All right. I think Will be interested in a bit of action as well if you're
Yeah.
passing through.
But while we're doing this, right, we're not... Like, I'm not standing in the middle of rooms where 11 guys can attack me. I'm like in doorways, you know,
Yep.
stairwells, corridors, things like
Yep.
that, so they can only
Hug
come
me.
at me one at a time.
Yeah.
Your axe is pretty big. Are you going to be able to swing it through this door?
Yep.
Or we're just going to go up and down?
Yep.
He actually worked it quite well last time. You remember the downward manoeuvre. Excuse me. All right. So you have a bit of action. You guys at the blacksmith's, roll for your perception to see if you're aware of any.
You're definitely going to hear me.
91.
55 plus 18.
54 plus 18.
Oh, we're both
I definitely
Okay.
saw.
blind.
You're all completely aware of what's going on.
Okay.
I turned my flames on, by the way.
You can see this bleeding priest on a horse. There's a story there. You're short.
So there was one freeman on the roof.
You
of
can
the-
also see one guy stood up on the roof. He's
Yeah.
still looking livid that his horse has been nicked.
What vantage? Are there any vantage points for? Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish the description.
And there's possibly others, but you can't really see. So you're over here.
Yep.
Okay.
Please kill the owner of my horse.
Is it?
Want coffee or tea?
No, maybe water. A bottle of water would be fantastic.
Just water.
Yeah, just water.
Bad choice. Is there any vantage points, like somewhere that I could actually get a bit higher in order to, aim at the guys on the roof?
Can we
Instead of
actually
just
see him? Is it a clear line of sight? From
From where you are, yes, you
How
can see
far is it?
where they're at.
Is it less than 100 foot?
It's about 150, I think it was.
So I'm just trying to make sure.
150, 200 foot.
Blast them.
Okay. So they're over here. Is that what you're saying? They're
Yeah,
on-
no, it's a two-story building with sloped roof.
It's a sloped roof.
Yep.
And they're hiding on the other side of it. So when
Two of them are, one of them stood up.
So they're on this side of it then.
Slope is a
Slope is that way.
That way,
Okay,
yeah.
and they're on this side of it.
Yeah.
So then if I'm okay, what area of my vision can I see them? So I'd have to come to here to get them, or
You would probably see them from here,
so I could be able.
so you would be able to
Other-
choose the best vantage point.
They're within line
Thanks,
of. They're within line of bow shot from here.
Yeah, but remember that you will also be in shot line of sight for them as well.
Yep. I'm gonna head over to here, and then take a shot.
No, magic first, right?
Okay. Yes.
So I was about there. I wanted to get to just near this building, so I've got a stored shock bomb on my staff.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay.
But the range is 100 foot, and you're saying they're 150.
Nah,
That's from there,
you,
so I
you
won't.
have to get much
How much
closer.
close enough to this building?
Probably into the town square, to be honest.
Can I suggest, Shooter, that we know there's one guy on
Yep.
the top of the roof.
Where are the others? We don't know.
We don't know. We presume since there was a bunch of horses,
Yep.
there's probably a bunch of them. I would
We
suggest
don't know
that.
about a bunch of horses.
When
Yeah.
But we saw 4 of those freemen, and we know one of them's back now, so
Yeah.
there'd be at least another 3 at the very least.
That's a reasonable thing to believe. Yeah.
So what do you suggest?
We suspect there's more. I'm suggesting that we work our way around here.
Okay.
Because the one guy, he's shot the priest.
Yep.
Okay, he's aware that we're sort of strangers in the town, but he's
Yep.
not necessarily going to just start loosing bolts off it.
Three of them actually shot the priest.
No, 3 of them, is it?
Yeah.
I thought
But
it
we
was
don't know that.
I'm a tough priest.
We just see one bolt hanging off his
I
arm
see
and he's bleeding.
three wounds, aren't
No,
Yeah,
well, not that.
No,
Yeah.
no, you wouldn't know that.
they? Okay.
So rather than just running madly and casting spells as soon as we can, let's
Let's
work
go.
our way up and see if we
Alright,
can
let's go.
see more of the situation.
Okay, all right. I'm going to start putting it into real time now as well.
How many guys can I see on the roof?
Give us a perception roll.
91.
Beautiful. See them all 3 of them up
I'm
there.
gonna aim
Plus you can see a 4th.
I'm going to aim for the one that's got his bow cocked.
Excuse me.
So not the ones reloading,
There's
but
a 4th one who's climbed up onto the roof of that building.
So where are there were 3 on top of the inn?
Yep.
Right, okay.
have they all got their bows cocked?
The 3 on the main roof are reloading.
Crossbows.
But this guy's no, he's got a bow. He's got a bolt ready. Can't really tell.
He appears to be armed.
Can he
You can't
see me?
With what? Has he seen you?
We
No,
can't
I don't
really
think
see me
so.
because I'm behind the house. All right, I'm going to go for the guys on the roof. The one I'm going to aim for the headshot.
How?
Yep.
I was going to say, if you're behind the house, how can you shoot him?
No, because
No,
I'm
he's
aiming
going
for
for
these
the-
guys.
Yeah, oh, those ones.
It's just an
There's
instant
one
kill.
stood up who's probably the most obvious target. It's within his capability, certainly within bow's range.
I
Alright.
thought he was going for this guy here. Alright, that's a lot. That's got to.
Damn.
That's a 7.
7.
So what's that?
Oh, wait, it's 110.
You rolled 7.
Yeah, but it's 110.
Okay. Wow, that's still pretty high actually. Mostly because it was a surprise shot. Not through your dice roll, that's for sure.
Thanks for that.
20 hits to him and a D critical. He's level 5. D5.
34.
24, okay. You wound the foe in the hip. The strike strips equipment from the right side of his waist. Ah, so you've taken away his scabbard. Nice. And he's taking 2 hits around.
Okay.
So the other 2 are now aware that they are under fire as well.
So it sort of works like cover fire in a way for you guys to run. How many rounds can I make per thingy? Just the one?
Just 1 attacking round, yeah.
So there's no special like cover fire attack?
No.
Just a quick question. Yeah, there's modifiers for range. So if I'm outside of my range, do these penalties apply, or are they just totally irrelevant?
It depends for what.
Because the shock bolt's 100 feet standard.
A shot bolt is the maximum.
Looking forward to us
I
playing
think
the
that would be the maximum
continuation
you
of
can
the witch
go
hunt.
there.
Oh, okay.
Whereas this is.
Are we still set for Sunday night?
I didn't realise that you go that far.
I didn't read any
I
of
mean,
this.
you get sort
It'd
of
be
possible,
But
but
if it's a Sunday,
minus
it's pretty cool.
75 is like pretty hard.
Should be free.
so you'd have a minus 40 on that.
So, but that means even if I'm within 100 foot, I still have to do minus 25.
Yeah, shot bolt. Most bolts are for like really close.
Okay.
Close
Close range,
combat.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if you're doing that, then
No, well, I'm going with rolls.
Yeah, so we're going to
We've come across. We've seen this guy though.
make our way along the...
So you've come from here,
Yeah,
You probably
and you're going where?
Shooter, you probably want to get that
Going
guy.
across there, and then we're going to make our way
Trying
around
to get
here.
that guy off. The
So that
roof.
we're...
Otherwise, he's going to shoot you while you're running around.
Okay. Axeman. Okay, you've barged into the bar now. Wilhelm, what's going on?
I just run up the stairs.
On fire.
I say follow me as well.
Well,
The barman is looking very, very scared.
And he's remembering what Tudor told him. Yeah, that's what it's about.
It's that sniffing. Burning.
I'm on fire now.
Okay. And he starts ringing the bell.
Who starts ringing the bell?
The barman. So he's ringing the bell.
Is it like the alarm bell or something?
I think he believes that is the case. But he's ringing it all the same. Okay, so up the stairs.
My goal is to hack it. Freeman appears.
Okay. There is a window at the end of the corridor which would look out over the background, but there's no sign of anyone moving in the corridor ahead of you. So you've got doors, there are 6 doors in total, 3 on each side, pretty much facing each other, and the window at the end. What's your perception?
Where do I find that one?
About 3/4 of the way down by your hit points.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, plus 46.
Okay. You notice the window at the end of the corridor is slightly open.
Oh, head that way.
Okay. Alright. You get to the window and you can see a number of horses outside down below, but there's no sign of anyone else.
Start kicking indoors.
Yep.
Try to find them. Because they're on the roof of this building, right?
Yeah.
And there's no sort of obvious
There's
way
no
out.
obvious way up. No.
Out the window, there's no like ladder or balcony or nothing.
No.
Yeah, I kick down the first door.
Okay. Okay, nothing behind the first door.
Second door.
It's just a bedroom.
I'll just keep kicking down.
So the one opposite it or next to it?
Opposite.
Okay. Okay. There's someone there.
Yes!
What does that person look like?
Die!
Well, the first thing you notice is the crossbow pointed right at you.
Cool.
Dodge.
I assume I have some surprise considering the door is going at him at like 50 kilometres an hour because I booted it that hard.
He's heard you coming.
Yeah, but he's now got the door coming at him
You,
at great
you
rate.
booted the other door like moments before, and then that door.
I mean,
came
these
back.
things don't have metal hinges,
Totally.
right? They're on wood.
Your foot goes through the door.
I like the entertainment value of this one. Alright,
This
give
is
me
like
a roll
the
to
podcast.
see. No, I want a strength roll on that door. I just want to see how hard you do kick it. Look, typically, if he's heard you kicking down doors,
Yeah.
he's going to take a step away from the door if there's going to be one coming.
And the end.
But if you've booted it so hard that it's gone skywards,
It dies from the splinters going into his face.
So which one's higher?
Purple
That
high,
one's high.
40.
67.
That's 107.
67?
67 is his strength.
My strength is 99, and then there's a bonus of 27.
So
So
that's
plus
27.
27
Yes,
and
67.
So
Nah,
yeah,
the
67.
door all the way open, but he's stepped back from that.
Alright.
You can deflect it with his shield, with his axe.
Then I hit him really hard with my axe. Before he has a chance to react.
Well, once he shoots you, then you go, my turn.
Nah, I'm so quick he doesn't have a chance to react, actually.
Alright, Muhammad Ali.
Just change your clothes into a lady's gown and he'll probably get confused and then you can hack him away. You can always use that trick. Or just appear naked in front of him all of a sudden.
Lift up your loincloth, you know.
What's your defensive bonus?
16.
16. Okay. Okay, you're not surprised really. However, he's hit you pretty hard. You don't wear any armour at all, do you? Don't wear anything.
Flames. Might be illusion.
He's got his
but there
glow
are
in the dark
flames.
tattoos.
What's the AT1?
Alright, so he fires his
Armour
crossbow
type.
bolt at you. You take 28 hits
No problems.
and an E critical.
What are these guys carrying? Heavy crossbows?
Write this down.
What's your name? I'm writing it down.
Oh, okay. Sam.
Evidently, the movement of the door has had some effect on the trajectory of the bolt, because it's actually hit you in the leg instead of in the eyes, which really it should have done. So he strikes the upper leg, rips clothing.
The flames, the illusionary flames.
So with leg armour, nope. Without leg armour, another 2 hits, and you're bleeding at 3 hits around.
No worries. Heck him.
Let me guess what's coming now. Alright, come on.
Like
They say, my turn.
Question: if it did get him in the eyes, would he be blind for the rest of the game now?
Yes. Until he gets healed.
And you can magically get your eyes back.
He would need to find a very, very high level.
Should change your illusion into a mirror image of him, just so he gets freaked out by himself.
Oh, he's definitely going to be dead. That's 76 plus. I don't know, whatever I add to that.
Give us a
He
description.
wears his skin as a cover.
Yeah, plus 88.
Oh, that's what you should imagine, like
Right.
human skin.
Okay.
You change
Alright.
the belt to human skin.
So,
Like.
what's that?
The illusion.
That'll freak people out.
160.
165?
5. Yeah.
Okay, so he's taken 40,
164.
40 hits and an E critical, so that's E5.
Oh,
That's damage.
no, I'm sure I've done it the other way. No, but you
Roll for your critical.
What crit was it?
E5.
27. That's not so high.
27. Foe avoids your main effort, but you nick him on your recovery. Foe receives minor side wounds and stumbles back 10 feet. However, you might get lucky on the secondary critical, so you get a C crush.
Is that because he's got the big axe? He gets 2 crits on it, eh?
38. Now it says for my axe, by the way,
Yeah.
plus 10. What does the plus 10 refer to?
It's a plus 10 axe.
So, yeah,
All
basically,
my rolls, all my rolls?
if you, let me see if I've already added it in. I
No,
might
you
have
haven't.
already done that. I bet I have, 'cause I'm
No.
good. Under item bonus.
Yeah, he's got a plus 5 or a plus 10.
Nah.
That's, you know,
I
you
have
don't-
to try.
yeah, well, good luck with that. Yeah. So what was that? 38? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You catch the foe in the lower leg, and you gain the initiative while the foe regains his footing. That's another 9 hits, and he's minus 25 for 2 rounds.
So you can take him again if you got the initiative.
Yeah, you get the first attack on him in the next round. I will resolve that now, because it probably will be resolved.
Can you give us a description of what actually just happened and what's about to happen?
I go through the door, he shoots an arrow into my leg. I shrug that off because it's just a minor wound.
He is a tank.
Nice and loud for the recording.
Then I bash him really hard with my axe. Where did I hit him?
In the side.
Well, you got him in the side and leg, so...
Side and legs. It was a big downward swing. That pushed him back, trapped him.
Yeah.
So now I take a big overhand swing. My aim is to decapitate him.
So it sounded almost like you sort of like took your axe and swept under his legs, so he sort of almost
Well, he's
stumbled back a bit,
He's already stumbling.
and you're about to
72.
slice him in half.
Oh god.
72 plus, 88.
88.
So
That's
160?
160.
Yeah.
You slice him in half.
Let's see what the E critical is.
Don't be cocky. Okay, it's 40 hits and an E critical.
Isn't he dead?
E5.
Oh, only 32.
32. Yeah, unlucky with the criticals
I
tonight.
know. But there's a second one.
There is. Hold on.
Come on.
So the 32 is again you've missed him with the main effort, but nicked him on the
side.
recovery,
And you got
and
the
he's
initiative again.
back another 10 feet.
It's fallen out the window.
Another 3 hits.
He's now against the wall. He's got nowhere
Just
to go.
sort of back, yeah, back
Okay,
up, really.
he's looking very grey faced now. Give us the other critical.
Oh, 95.
Nice.
Toast.
What was the first crit? E crit?
There was another
Yeah, there's another E.
E5.
Crap.
No.
Okay, so
He's so scared
again,
his head
There's 2
explodes.
criticals done. You have to record both the sets of criticals.
no, you won't get double experience.
Okay.
No. Was that 95 or 96?
95.
95.
Oh, just
Yeah, it would be 96.
Still, it's pretty gory.
B or C?
C.
C.
Blow to thigh, compound fracture severs an artery.
He's dead.
Foe goes down hard and dies in 12 rounds, bleeding everywhere.
Sam, so he's sort of like stumbling back because you're trying to chase after him with the axe to get him. You want to finish it off?
Clobbers
Axe
him with
comes
that.
down, aiming for his head. But he slips as he goes backwards. So I change my
On his own
trajectory
blood.
slightly.
On his own blood.
Smashing his leg out from underneath him, breaking it.
And so like half of his leg is severed.
Okay, Wilhelm runs up. He's just behind you. Goes, "What's going on?" Oh, oh. Are there any more of them?
No.
No. Oh man, nuts. Actually, no, it's Donny.
That's
Donny
Donny.
says not nuts.
No.
Donny's got his gloves on.
I was so eager to point my
I
hammer
point-
at them.
They might be in the other rooms or up on the roof. That's what I say, and then I head out
Right.
the room as well.
Okay. How do we get up there? How do we get up there? He kicks down one of the middle doors. It's like, no, nothing in here. So he comes out.
We keep kicking down doors, basically.
Okay.
See what happens.
Have me and Roll gotten to that point?
Meanwhile, you can hear the bell ringing downstairs. Okay. You can all hear the bell ringing now.
Okay.
Okay, back to you guys.
Okay.
Are we here yet?
So yeah, you're at the front of the. It's actually a butcher's.
Oh, has this guy seen us?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So,
Get him.
what's the
Spider.
distance between us and these guys on the roof and this guy here?
Well, that's probably about 60, 70 foot. It's
Right.
probably about 120.
Okay.
I take out my stuff.
What time of day is it?
And you pointed
Ah,
at
good
him.
question. How long were you in the bar for?
For
You
about
went in
4
there
hours.
mid-morning,
We
so
waited for us. It's about just
late
after
after-
lunch.
yeah, early afternoon
Right. What's the weather like? Is it sunny?
Sunny.
Sunny. Okay.
and clear.
All right.
I want to let off my shot
It's a
bolt.
good day to die.
This guy.
I'm just going to
Take it
suggest
out.
something.
Okay, all right, you have your shot.
And I'm aiming it at him.
In the meantime, what's El Cavallero doing
Healing.
apart from bleeding?
Found the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you casting spells on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull out the bolt, or
So-
you left it in there, or
He
has got a bolt in his
He
arm.
would probably heal the wounds as he's pulling it out. You say he'd be incanting spells. So.
Alright, I'm cool with that. Alright. I'm the level 1 one.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So that's 1 to 10 hits. Yeah. Yep. No worries. So roll for how many hits you heal.
Which one's
Just
the high
one. Just one. Just one dice. It's a D10. 4 hits.
out of the 38 that you lost.
So that's
That's
enough
alright.
to stop the bleeding, though, right?
36.
He's actually no. He's got a clotting spell, don't you?
Yeah.
Or a flow stop or something like that. That's probably the one that you'd use for that.
We'll use that on sand.
Well, I've got some herbs, so I was thinking when there's pause in the action, because
Is he bleeding or is he not bleeding?
Yeah, you're taking 2 hits around.
3.
3 hits around.
So
Yeah.
he would have lost 6 hits already because he had 3 initiative roll, or 2. He he had an initiative and then another
So
initiative.
another 6 roll. Yeah, look, you're probably going to want to take a little bit of time out to actually stem the
Right.
flow.
Well, yeah, I'll use my herbies. Eat.
You'll use your herpes.
That's the one.
Oh god.
That's
Alright.
sounded like.
I eat one of my Garring.
Garrigs,
Yeah.
that's 100 hits, is it?
No. This one's the 30 hit one.
30 hits, okay.
And yeah, make sure that I'm not bleeding anymore.
Okay.
So that brings me back to where I was.
Now you can heal those 3 hits around by applying some sort of bandage and you'd have to stay still. Otherwise it's going to...
Well, if you heal 30 hits, surely it will close the cut.
So my
No, I'm saying...
But I only took 28 hits.
Huh?
But I only took 28 hits.
Well, yeah, you've actually taken more now. For every round that passes, there's another 3 hits. Yeah, GM's a bastard.
alright, so that guy
GM's
was
a bastard and life's a bitch. I'll be
Alright.
back in a second.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, well I tie my loincloth around my leg.
Tie a belt around
So
it.
you're completely naked now then.
Okay,
So
so
what
I
Judah,
suggest you stop and
28.
save that.
plus 6.
Yeah.
So you went back twice.
Alright, so guys, tell me what we're going to do.
going to try and make this guy go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Red one's high.
88.
88 plus whatever my spellcasting is, which is, that's what, directed spells?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 48, so 96,
Okay,
136.
So I need to red's 10s. I need to resist.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty close actually. I hate it shotguns.
What are you looking for? The folders here.
No, this is what I'm looking for. No, here it is. Okay. Resist roll, level 5.
No, just the standard one.
Attack level is 3. No, he resists the spell. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that happens.
I guess we'll have to just
Guess
shock
I'll
bolt
buy
him. So I got my spell, so it's already stored in staff.
Yep.
And he
So
said
it
50
goes-
feet away.
Yeah, so it's
So
plus,
that's right on the border with no modifier.
so 0 modifier.
Yep.
Plus you get plus 30 because it's a well prepared spell.
And then plus the directed spell on top,
Yes.
unless I get an absolute critical fail, like I normally do.
63.
63
Possibly
plus,
the highest one you've ever done.
plus 30, which is yeah, it is 93 plus 37. That's 130.
Cool. Alright, you've got the
Oh, yeah, I do.
the attack. He's wearing armour type
Oh, there was
5.
something else. There's something here as well about if they're wearing metal, something else.
He's
happens.
not.
He's not. Alright. Armor type 5.
5, yep.
103 was it?
137 altogether.
130 was it?
It was 63 plus 30 was 93 plus whatever your directed
37,
spell.
37, which was 120, wasn't it? 63 plus 37 is 100 plus 30 is 130.
Yep.
So 130 is 10 hits and a B critical. Is that a B critical? Is that what it means?
That's weird, isn't it?
Because they've just put the B on that level. It doesn't make sense that A then nothing happens. You think the higher you go.
That makes no sense whatsoever, does it? It's going to be an A. Because B, 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 A, 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 A. Oh.
What's that mean?
Actually, no, it's just 10 hits.
Oh, come on.
It is just 10 hits. Oh, that sucks, doesn't it?
Are you serious? How come everyone gets critical for anything and then there's no critical for a awesome shock bolt to the head?
Do you know what? I do agree with you, actually. No, I don't agree about that. But I
No, but
agree
the weaker ones have criticals.
Yeah,
Look, if I got an 80, I would have got a critical.
yeah, and on that basis, I will agree with you. I'll give you an A.
So look, even if you get an unmodified 100, there's no critical.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it? No, I think that's an error. So, okay, that'll be an A then.
A critical. So
10 and an A.
there's an electricity critical. They said to use electricity criticals. Am I supposed to use one of them?
Yep.
So I have to roll for crit. So let's see. Electricity critical. I was gonna 66. Oh.
That's great. That's fantastic.
A critical. Disrupt the beating of foe's heart for a moment. Reflexes strain muscles. Foe is knocked down and is stunned for 3 rounds. So if he's on a roof
He's not
and he's
dead.
knocked down,
There's on the sloped roof. There's probably.
Ever so
good
slim
chance
chance.
he
that
goes.
he
I'd
might-
say there's a 50% chance he'll fall that way.
fall forward.
Is that 1 to 50 or 50 to 100?
I will say odds he falls, evens he falls the right way. Falls the right way for me, in as he won't fall off.
So
Odds he falls off the roof.
Odds.
What's a 0?
Even.
Even.
He's alright.
But then he
He
must
fell
start like rolling. So there must at least be another roll.
A 25% chance.
So what's that?
I don't know.
You have to,
No,
roll a
A
100.
20% chance. If it's a 1 or a 2, he falls off the roof.
Exactly. A 0 shouldn't count.
However, you've disabled him for a couple of rounds. It's good. Okay, so where are we going to? You are healing yourself.
So you just shot him with a shock bolt,
Bang.
and then he just
Alright.
So more shot bolts, man.
he got his heart stopped, and then he
I
rolled.
don't know his heart stopped. I just saw him crumple to the floor.
Lessel and Donnie pile up behind Will, and they're helping checking out the rooms with you guys now.
Yeah, so there's still 3 doors to open, I think.
Yep. Okay. So I'll
There's
deal
3
with
of them, so they can get them all open at the same time.
deal with that in a second. By the way, you don't recognise the man that you killed.
Yeah, I'll just take the paying attention.
I can tell. it to
I
you
think
to the-
We can come back to that later.
Yeah.
I can make you.
we've all had a turn this round.
Okay.
If he's
So
still-
I think yes.
If he's
I think
still
we're
down,
back
I'll
to-
get you up on the roof, and then you can
Back to
do what
yourself.
you want.
We'll go for one of the ones that I didn't actually shoot. So not the same guy, but someone else.
Yeah.
On the same roof pile, are they?
Well,
Okay.
actually, what-
Be
what's
aware
the
now that
situation?
they will have
Yeah,
had
put
enough
my,
time to have reloaded.
Okay.
So
But
be aware of it.
I'm right next
What's
to
your
the
name?
door,
We'll
so
get
if they do,
in order for them to be in your line of sight, vice versa.
A crit.
And the
So they can
spell
duck
cells,
down.
Shock bolt.
If
there's
you're-
nowhere to.
If you want to be able to see to shoot them, they're going to be able to see to
Yeah,
shoot
I know,
Correct.
but they're a lot more exposed than I am.
They're
So
not a great deal more. They're still like flat down against. Yeah.
against the roof, whereas I'm behind the building.
Yeah, but you've still got to be able to see them to hit them.
Okay. If I was to manoeuvre to this part here, and would I be able to see them? So they'd be expecting me to come out from here.
Probably not. Although you'd get a much better view of this guy who's fallen back stunned.
Stunned.
But he'll be flat, so you won't be able to shoot him with an arrow, really.
Okay, well,
Unless his head's
I want to expose myself enough so I can only see the first guy.
Yep.
Expose yourself.
Who misses? Yeah. Okay.
Bet you weren't expecting this.
So I take sort of, I sort of draw my bow ready to step out from the side,
Yep.
and then 41 plus 103. So I sort of step out and unleash the arrow at the first one that I see,
44. So you're probably moving about 10 foot, which won't be a penalty.
and then step back behind the.
Oh, come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Let's see how that fares.
They never heard that. Come on, you're pre-survived 3 shots. You can survive 1.
I will. I probably will, but I'm. That doesn't mean I'm going to say, "Here, hit me," right?
You know.
Hit me with the. Why do you
It's
want
still
them
a
to
good
shoot
shot.
me?
24 hits and an E critical. E6.
At the moment, I have
Feel
like,
the love.
I have like 75% of the hit points lost.
35. Damn it.
35 for the crit.
Yep. So it's just a quick shot. So I can go back behind the hiding gear.
Okay. You said E, didn't you? 35.
And the only good critical we've got so far just made some guy's heart stop for a second.
You dealt him a measurable blow to his side. Any container on him now has a hole in it.
What?
That's just poor. Sorry.
Can you
Okay.
make up a different
Yeah,
description?
it needs a better one than that. But that's what we got.
So measurable blow to his side, and then
Did no further damage. There was no further damage on that one.
So with that 66,
Oh no, sorry, it's still alive. He takes another 2 hits and he's bleeding 2 hits around. Sorry, I missed that
who
bit.
did you shoot? The one of the 3?
Yeah.
on the roof.
Now,
Another annoying question from me.
sorry, I just need to know where Rajon is. So you're there. Okay. Where are you?
Me and Roll are about here somewhere on this side.
There and there.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it, a secret?
What crit was that?
I don't know. What crit was it? Was it a B crit?
E. It was E. Oh wait, what are you talking about? The one that I did.
Yeah.
I did a D critical on one and an E critical on the other.
You got 2 shots off
Yeah.
just now?
No.
No.
two
No,
rounds.
we got the first one.
Oh right, the first one was 20 D5. The next one was 24 E6. 24 E6.
E6 and D5.
Okay. Do a perception roll for me.
Touch my dice.
25 plus 80. 25 plus 78.
Okay. You don't notice chap who's come up behind you. Who we will. Let's just see how the store goes. 87. Yeah, no, he succeeded in that. All right. So he's attempting to do a backstab on you. Oh, poor. Okay.
That's what you get for trying to sneak up on the ghost.
He still manages to get an attack on you, but it's not going to be for additional critical
How high is
damage.
And then I whirl around and go slap.
How high is 100 foot?
46.
Quite high.
30
Huh?
meters.
About 30 metres.
If someone fell 30 metres to the ground, they'd die, right?
They'd be very injured.
So does this ignore my armour and
Not
my...
certainly, but
Found
Yeah,
out.
it's a chance.
So that's the
Interesting
defensive
way
bonus
of
in the
using one
armour.
of these spells.
depends on the surface
I'm
they
going to
fall
ignore
on.
the defensive
So I
bonus.
can teleport them anywhere, right? So I can teleport
Yeah,
them
there's a flank
100 feet into
attack.
the sky and then that's it.
The armour was
Splat.
The armour.
I would assume so.
rigid leather.
Because that's not normally an offensive spell, but I'm
I
just
wrote it
thinking,
there.
Yeah, I can teleport them up to 100 feet away.
So your armour gave you a bonus to defence, did it?
Willing or unwilling.
Was it?
Yeah, no, it
Is that
doesn't
right?
say.
Should.
Teleports the target
rigid
to
leather.
a point 100 feet
No, no.
away.
I mean, was it special magical?
No.
A barrier is defined as anything that the target cannot
Okay.
physically go through.
You've taken a bit of damage, my
So
son.
I can transport them to the bottom of the bloody river as well if I want.
Are you saying rigid leather doesn't do anything?
Bottom of the ocean, 100 feet
Well, it
under the
does,
water. That won't
because,
kill them though.
for example, look,
Interrogation.
They can
Do you
probably
reckon
on
make
you
it.
here,
reckon you can
rigid leather
transport
has
parts of
different attack
Nah.
on, so
Just
it
transport
does
their
a
head.
lot less damage.
He
And
tried
against, For
teleporting
example,
the
no
arrow
armour.
Yeah.
inside someone's head.
See? And so
Sean said no.
okay, so let me roll that attack.
I don't understand what this spell does.
You rolled an 18. Why is it now an 82?
But
I
there's
don't
some
get it.
spells where you can glide.
Yeah, I've got a spell where I give them the power to fly or levitate.
And what was your armour
This
type?
one is just teleport.
Rigid leather.
No, is it a 9 or a 5?
He's
I
like
can't remember.
a wizard or cleric.
Is it
We-
9?
Oh, 9.
Yeah, I
He
can
can glide down.
yeah,
100 feet.
Okay, you've
landing
taken
one.
19 hits
Didn't you roll an 18?
and an E
Actually, you
critical.
should teleport him off a cliff.
No, the 18 was for the backstabbing, which he failed.
Oh, which would have been like
Backstabbing.
extra
Yeah,
damage. Would have been extra
Move
damage.
him after him to the roof.
Son of a-
As it is.
So that's minus 19 and an E critical.
He's not out of the woods yet. Okay.
How do you read
Okay, blow to your upper leg. Your leg armour, which you're not wearing, so I won't even read that bit. So you take a further 3 hits, and you're bleeding 3 hits around, so that's quite a nasty
But
gash.
you better find the one.
that? One's busy.
Oh no, Rajon's got quite a bit of hit point damage.
Okay.
I mean, not quite in the same
So-
league as Sam, but
What did he get credit for? I'm keeping tabs.
he was backstabbed by the.
So it's
by the dude
19,
who
minus
crept up
19 E.
Did we notice that? 'Cause we're only
19E.
what?
No.
We're less than 10%.
So they wouldn't have heard me scream out.
Well, if you screamed out, they would have heard that.
Well, of course I would have bloody screamed out. You don't stay silent when someone stabs
hear-
you in the back.
You hear the air turn blue by the cussing of the freeman round the corner.
Definitely lots of cussing. Lots and lots of cussing.
So
Okay.
we heard him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go around the corner.
Okay.
And what
There's
do I
no
see?
counter attack to that.
You can see. Let's see. Give me a perception roll as well, please.
I can't swim around and Smack him in the
73 plus
Yeah, luckily you've got brawling, so you
18.
can probably.
so I've got 80,
91.
Okay. Yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, so you see that there's a fella that's right up against the wall who's just attacked him from behind.
Yep.
And you can actually see another one just over there coming towards him as well.
What are they doing? Which one? What does this
Well,
guy
one's
have a bow and
clearly
arrow?
attacked this guy from. So you can
Yeah.
see he's limped forward. He's like taken a nasty wound, and you see this guy raising his sword to try and get another go.
Which
on
guy?
him.
This guy here?
Yep.
Alright, can I cast the spell?
Yeah.
I'm
Which
gonna cast Leaving on the guy and teleport him 100 foot up into the sky.
Nice.
Are you serious?
Nice, that
Show
is
me, show
awesome.
me.
Cast a teleports target to a point up to 100 feet away. There can be no
Nice.
intervening barriers. There's no barriers
Nice.
in
That
the
is
sky.
so awesome.
Uh,
He's so dead.
That's loud, isn't it?
I was ready because it says you can even transform to the bottom of a pit or the bottom of a pond or the bottom of a well.
The only drawback is he has to be within 10 foot of you when you cast the spell.
Alright, so he's not 10. He's not. I've just come around the corner.
Can he make a maneuver and then do it?
Yeah, I'm going
Barrel
to
to
take
barrel.
away some. I'm going to take away some of your roll for that. I like the idea.
Alright,
That's actually really
I'll-
creative.
I'll give that a go.
Points.
How much are you taking? Do I? Is this one of the ones I have to prepare? Because it's not normally.
Prepare.
So already I'm getting a minus.
30.
It's not going to work. I'll probably teleport myself into a wall.
Damn.
See, that's like 31 plus minus 30, so that's 1 plus 37 is
Plus-
38.
What are you adding here?
The directed spell,
No,
right?
it's not a direct
It's
spell.
not a directed spell.
No, it's actually a passive spell.
So, but is there? Alright, so I'll still
So
get
he
minus 30.
needs to look. The spell is successfully cast. He can resist it though. That's the only danger you've got.
He needs to get above 1.
So,
What? Oh, yeah. What does he have to resist? And then I'm just now open to getting stabbed.
Well,
so
it's just
any magical spell can be resisted.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have
All,
got essence
all creatures
resistance.
have some level of,
Yeah.
of natural resistance, and it's just a question of.
That's exactly right.
Otherwise, it would just be totally OP. Wizards going around, yeah, you're over there, and
Yeah,
you're there.
exactly.
And, yeah.
So you're
What's wrong with that?
4 and he's 6.
But when we cast the light spells, I never get penalties, and I don't prepare for 4 rounds to cast them.
What's that?
When I cast other spells like light spells and all that, I don't prepare for 4
Light
rounds.
is a utility spell.
They're utility spells.
Yeah. If you're doing attack spells, elemental spells, or stuff,
Yeah.
that, you know, that you
This
need to
technically isn't an attack spell.
prepare. No, it's a passive spell.
Passive.
So it's a different
Okay,
class.
okay.
What
What,
is-
what are passive spells?
Oh, okay.
Like this, it's not actually an attack per se.
But you
However,
have
the
to do it on
results
someone.
can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Jamal, can you pass me the wallet?
Man,
and what level is the spell? Sorry.
the spell is a level 3, I think.
Yeah, and you're level 4.
Let me just double check for you. Yeah, it's a level 3.
So he needs to roll 42 or above to resist. So
Come on.
That would have been so much fun. Do it again next round.
Yeah, if it's 5, I'll probably get stabbed and die now.
You'll get stabbed and die.
Okay. What's FM?
So what happens? They just looks at me and I go,
Spell
uh-huh.
type.
Wow. Nothing happens. He
that's
just
a
makes some
force
noise.
Spell. But what spell is it?
Well, a bunch of my spells are that type, so I'm just. You explain the different sorts of spell types. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah. So that one people will still get a resistance roll to as well.
Yeah.
Look, any of them will get a resistance.
Yeah,
roll.
but is that one that takes a lot of preparation, or
What's-
you said the utility ones are quite?
hang on a sec, can I
Well,
argue?
actually,
This is a utility spell, thank you very much. It says a U right next to it.
Sure.
I want it to splat.
Let him re-roll it.
It doesn't affect this though. It doesn't affect this. It will affect how the initial roll was.
So I don't get a minus 30, so I got a 31.
Yeah. So it's still successfully
Oh,
cast.
okay, so that's
But he still
No, but
successfully
then-
resisted.
All right, but usefully. Okay, I accept your point. It will say alongside the spells on the right-hand column, the very right-hand
Yep.
column, what class it is.
Yes.
So that's the FM.
FM, yeah.
Okay, so it's a force. So which one are you doing?
Well, no, there's just a bunch of
It is.
them.
That's
I
right.
think.
I shouldn't have had the -30, but it didn't make a difference. But then wouldn't the 1 have meant a fail? A failed spellcast? Or utility spells are just
You didn't roll a 0-1, did you?
No.
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 So what was the point of the -30?
To fail a spell, you need to roll 0-1 to 0-4.
Okay.
So there's a 4% chance
So
of.
why did we
fail.
subtract 30 from it? Like, just say it was a passive spell,
Hmm.
and that he still had to make a. Does it affect how much he has to get to save, or?
No. No, I've got to try and remember now. So the -30 will be. I'm going to get the. It's not this. It's not going to split.
You don't. You can always recast your spells, can't you?
I can, but I've just lost 3 power points from my 16.
Yeah.
I have to
But
rest.
this is a fun spell.
Yeah, no, I just thought that's a mad way of doing that stuff. I've got lots of seemingly useless
There's
spells.
There's two guys coming. I'll just knock this one out the next round. Smack him in the face. They go,
No, what am I
fuck,
talking about? Okay, if it goes to -30, it will still be a fail,
Yeah.
but it won't be a spell fumble. If you
Okay.
like.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there won't be
yeah.
a terrible consequence.
Yeah.
It'll just be a badly cast spell. You lose your power points, but
Yeah.
nothing more comes
Yeah,
from it.
okay. So, but he doesn't splash.
It's not gonna
It was worth a try, it didn't work.
Okay,
Yeah, so on the guy that's coming up further behind.
the
So
further one.
yeah, not
Okay,
the one that's.
well, give me a
attacked.
perception roll first and let me know if you've.
Damn.
7. No.
So you only see the one that's.
Alright, so in
So
that case,
you'll see the first one, but not the
I
other.
will try and cast Distraction.
Nice.
Okay.
So, it's level 1.
Yep.
You write down failed,
Damn.
17.
failed leavings.
No, that's still.
Plus my. Do I add the.
No.
Actually, it wasn't
No.
failed. It just had no effect.
Leaving.
So that's not a directed spell?
I think directed
No.
spells have to be in a staff of some sort
So,
or something.
no. The directed spell is any sort of attack spell.
So like a
with,
missile.
a bolt
Yeah,
or a
right, okay.
fireball
Yeah.
or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what happens now?
So again, my guy needs to resist. So red to 10s.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's a level 1 spell, did you say?
Oh no, actually it would have to be a level 3.
Yep, okay.
It's. Oh, hang on, no, it's level 1. It's Distraction, yeah, it's level 1.
So he needs to roll 37
Or above.
or above to succeed. Red's 10s. He resists.
Alright.
My boys are pretty resistant today.
Yeah.
Normally you guys smush them, but not tonight.
Look at this.
Well, apart from you.
Look at this spell failure example. A muscle cramp in your jaw causes your spell to fail. How do you get cramp in your jaw?
Okay, so we have dealt with you guys for now. Back to you guys, bashing the doors down. Okay. In the first room, the first room isn't actually a bedroom, it's a utility room, and it's actually sectioned off, so there's actually another room beyond it. That also has a door.
We can touch you.
Wilhelm's in there with you, and he's listening at the door.
I kick the door down.
He looks at you. Alright,
We should have learned by now.
okay. The door swings open. There's no sign of anyone in there.
Like, it's empty, it's got things in it, it's dark.
There's a hatch in the roof.
And we've opened all the other doors by now, right? Because Donnie's,
That's
there's no one
actually a
else in
very
any of
good
the other
plot.
rooms.
That would
Okay.
development.
Donnie's not that heavy, is he?
Preserve.
Donnie's not
so
heavy,
doesn't leave.
I throw him through the hatch.
So we like have to fade it through.
As he's on his way up, he's going, but I've got the gloves, I can lift you!
Well, I'm sure it's going to use the gloves to, beat someone up on the other side.
Alright, he goes up through the roof.
Otherwise, how
Oh
else would
my
he get
gosh.
up and in there?
He really could have thrown it.
Let me get his sheet.
I know. I like how we're sort of risking Donnie's life and he's not even here.
He should have been here. Oh my ass. Okay. Okay, he lands very well. Then you can hear immediately.
I jumped up through there as well.
You're going to need Will to help you get up. You're
Yes.
slightly less easy to get through there.
You send Donnie could have thrown both you and Will up there.
You know, he's going to get all the fun up there.
I climb up Will and through.
Okay, back on your horse. I'll deal with that in a second.
I'll bandage my thingy so to stop the bleeding.
Okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. That'll take probably 1 or 2 rounds, 20, 30 seconds max. Okay.
It's back to us, I think.
Yes.
So after
It
my...
may as well be, yep.
Oh,
Well, I
Are you
guess the
stunned?
thing is I just got stabbed.
are you still... was he stunned or is he alright?
No, I'm alright, I'm just bleeding.
Yeah, there was no stun.
So what I'm going to do is I just got stabbed, I'm cursing, and I'm going to swing around and smack the guy in the face.
Yep.
So
Remind me, what happened the last time you brawled?
it failed miserably. In both Warhammer and this game, actually. The enemies knocked themselves out because they kept knocking into walls and it wasn't anything that I did. 42 plus 58.
That's reasonable.
100.
Okay, you've actually got a brawling attack sheet.
Oh yes. How could I forget?
I'm going to start using your stuff more. Against armour type, what did I say he was? It's, yeah, 5.
So that's 100 against armor type 5.
Yeah.
So that's 10B.
It's an B critical. Was he stunned?
No.
Who?
He wasn't stunned. The guy
By
you.
unless he was stunned by one of your spells.
No. In that case, I need to add my defensive bonus, which is 10, so make that 90.
Look for a 90.
That's 9A.
Okay. Still, A is pretty good for a punch.
9A what? Against what?
So,
9 points and
A6.
an 8 critical.
You've had no luck with your dice tonight.
I haven't. Orange is high. Oh crap.
Actually, very low.
51.
51?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the critical table as well, or do I? Or do you use
No,
one?
I don't have it.
Should I try that spell again?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's what one.
Before I get stabbed again.
Oh, can you try the same spell multiple times?
Until I run out of PowerPoint.
Oh,
I wanna see him. I wanna see him fly. Yeah, I'm throwing it. I wanna see him fly, mummy.
Okay. He seeks to push you away and lashes out in a defensive manner.
What?
But he takes another 4 hits in the process. So he's trying to block you.
So he tries to block me but takes 4 hits.
Yeah. So he's kind of put up his guard, but he's still punched into him.
Alright, is there any chance to like maybe move back so I can actually take out my blade?
Nice thing about the brawling that you do is you can move 10 foot in the round, so you can
But
move
can't
10
make,
foot.
can't make a second attack.
No, definitely not.
Say it again?
Are you going to do it again?
Should I do it again?
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
going
yes.
to try again. Just
I'm
I
going to
need
move.
to get this
I'm going to
guy.
move in this direction, still out of there.
Do I get some sort of bonus because I tried it the first time and it
No.
didn't work, and now I'm trying it again?
Definitely not.
I'm going to move out of the, like this direction, so out of bow shot, but at least away from these guys while I sort of take out my blade.
Sorry, what do you do? Sorry.
Moving back out, so still behind the building out of bow shot, but away from these two,
10 foot away. Okay.
and taking in the process, taking the blade out. I don't know how long that takes.
Your sword, yeah? Okay.
So I'm casting the
Yep.
leading spell
Yep.
again on the same guy that was attacking Rajoy.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
just been punched, so maybe he'll have even less of a resistance. Oh, come on, man! 22.
Well, it's still a successful spell.
Yep.
Okay.
He just has to resist.
He has to resist.
If I got a higher successful spell, does his resist becomes hard? Become thing? Or
If
does
you
always-
got a spectacular success, then you would.
18?
Okay.
18. He's gonna fly. So I 100 feet straight up, and not nowhere near any houses, like right in the middle.
He doesn't go up, he just appears up there.
Yeah, that's right, actually. So it's anywhere I could see, pretty much. So I looked up in the sky where there's no chance of him landing on anything except cold, hard earth.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Is this paved or is this grass? Which one's paved?
Either way, it's a long
that's
fall.
fine.
It's not gonna.
Above the
Grass is
paved,
not gonna.
above the paved road.
Okay.
Magic grass.
Alright, my dude.
Oh, I might distract this guy then. That
He's
way.
coming for. Yeah.
Did he
might
just
land
notice
on-
his
he might
friend?
land on him. that would be.
You should make it land on him.
But nothing happens now because I don't have to roll anymore. Now it's just up to gravity, pretty much.
Gravity.
No, but
Gravity's gonna get the
you
kill.
sort of still.
No, I got no control now after that.
Yeah,
I'll
correct.
go. See you later.
How many rounds does it take for the guy to fall to the ground?
Gravity. 9 point. I'm assuming it's 9.8 meters
Aha.
per second.
Gravity's constant in this world, yeah. Yeah. Alright,
So 100 foot
Al.
is about 30 meters. So in 3 seconds he should hit the floor.
Alright, I'm gonna
It's
try
less than that,
and
isn't it?
Let's say
100
round.
cast Sleep 7.
One round, yeah.
I'm gonna try and cast Sleep 7 on the guy that's now running towards Rajoy.
Okay.
Successfully.
Quick question. He's too close for a bow shot.
Yeah, it's not your turn now.
I know, but
I'm gonna wait.
saying-
Look, you can fire them off.
That's like the third 17 in a row.
What did you try to cast?
Sleep 7.
Say yellow is the.
Look, it's still a successfully cast spell.
I'm just gonna resist on
When
anything
did I
I
say I
want.
had to resist last time? Save me looking it up.
It's like a
What did you have to resist on last time?
You didn't tell
30
us.
something and over.
No,
Oh,
you,
didn't I tell you?
95.
you didn't tell us.
Nice one. 3 and 37. 37. So 37 and below, he falls asleep.
57? 37.
Oh well.
Okay. All right. He's bandaging. Back to you guys. Okay. No, don't
What, so,
actually-
so the guy was too far to actually make an attack on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the resist, do they actually resist shock bolts as well now? Or is that just more of a defensive thing against the shock bolt?
No, they can resist the effects of that as well, but it doesn't work in the same way because there's still an actual electricity there. So
Okay.
when they resist, they can resist and it will be half the effect.
Okay.
So a fireball is still going to burn you, but nowhere near as bad if you resist the roll. Sorry, you guys.
Johnny.
Okay, so Donnie's up on the roof. He's got his gloves on, so 33. Okay, he's having his attack. How are you? Okay, so Wilhelm, come on, up we go. Yeah, okay. So
I'm gonna
you grasp either side.
line up.
No, you're not flying up. You're lifted up through it and you're going to pull yourself through.
one hand.
Let me just get an orientation.
Hacking with my other.
Just do a... Yeah, axes holstered or whatever you want to say. Scabbarded.
I bite him on the ankles. Anyway,
He's Mike Tyson.
Where's the dog, by the way? Or is he just with the
The
kids?
dog's down with the kids, yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's a good way.
Keeping them in check and. Okay. No, so you're having to pull yourself. I want a moving manoeuvre to get you up through the hatch.
76.
That's going to be no problem. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so he hoys you up nice and safely, and you're up through the hatch. Okay, looking around you, you can see on the roof that basically Donnie's facing off against one. There's one who's trying to go around the back of him to stab him in the back. And the other one, I think he's still stunned, isn't he? He had 3 rounds of stun?
Yeah, he was zapped by.
Oh no, the one he's at.
He's on the roof.
Oh, that was him.
None of my guys. None of my guys.
2 rounds.
The
Has he
first
won
one that you hit, wasn't he stunned?
No, but not that you told me. You said both.
No, if I didn't say that.
She was
One,
bleeding.
both were hit in the side.
Okay. So the one who's bleeding, yes,
and
I
had
remember
2
that
hits
part.
per round.
So the one that's trying to stab him in the back,
Yeah.
pretend that I've got a baseball bat that's shaped large and axey like.
Alright, I want to see if he notices you in his 58.
He's to stab.
Naked barbarian that's on fire.
It's hard to miss. There are some disadvantages to that, you're right.
Quick, change into a dress.
Okay. He becomes aware of you, and he changes from attacking Donnie to parrying your blow.
How do I
Short sword against a bloody great big bat.
Rip his arm
See
off.
how that goes.
I get that this is the modified roll here, but what are the numbers across the top?
That's the armor
Armor
level.
type. So
So what sort of armour is he wearing?
he's
5
wearing
or 6.
soft leather, so it's a 5.
Okay.
It's a hell of a lot of
Now
numbers on
I
that.
get it.
Actually. More than that.
No, that was very good. 16 plus 88 is
Still ridiculously high.
104.
104.
With the emblem.
Gosh, man, and that's supposed to be
I
a
don't
bad
know.
roll.
So that's a 21 CS. So 21 damage.
Well, hold on. It's not. I'm going to take away a defensive bonus, plus he's parrying. So
He got
that's,
104, so what's the
that's
defensive
going to be
bonus?
40 away from that.
So 64.
Oh, that's not so good. That's basically no damage.
No damage?
64? So he took 40 off?
Yeah.
'Cause he-
Yeah. So basically, he swung, but he sidestepped you and
Parried.
parried it away. It means he can't attack in this round either.
I think this is the first enemy that Sion didn't hit
Hasn't
on the
splatted
first.
on the first go, yeah.
That's alright, I'm
It's
just...
an honour he's bestowed on this guy.
So what happened?
Okay, well, at the
No,
moment,
parried.
resolving-
Parried.
Joking.
Slow down ever
Next
so,
round,
ever so
two
slightly from the
rolls
wounds
and
that he's
96.
taken, obviously.
That's alright.
Okay, Donnie's
The
just
sun was in my eye.
taken.
Cracked some heads together.
Where is it? 79.
So
Okay,
you reach for their balls and just rip
Donnie's
them
just
off.
taken 19 hits and a C critical.
Damn.
Great, 1. So no further damage from the critical.
What's the Marinette doing? He's usually.
Murinat, he's downstairs with Will.
It's alright. Protecting kids.
Miranat's got all these martial arts
he's
skills.
with Will,
Oh,
and
Will, okay.
in the corridor.
Will should throw the Miranat, or Miranat should have the skill to just jump up there like a
Marinette
ninja.
sounds like he's going to kick
He's
some
a
ass.
ninja, man.
Yeah.
I wish he was here tonight. Oh well. Okay.
I didn't bring him because I thought Hussein was coming, so I said I'm not going to tell him.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Doesn't he know from the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Your brother? Oh, you didn't
Oh,
invite him to the event?
No, he would have been invited, but he doesn't check Facebook that often.
He-
Surprisingly.
It's like me, mate.
So-
I never look at the damn thing. Never get around to it.
82. Ooh, Donnie. 82, 85, 135, at the 30 for the new strength. 175.
Rips their arms off.
That was so cool.
And hits them.
Yeah.
You've been a bad boy.
28 hits and an E critical.
Oh, gosh.
So,
So-
this is just a question. For armour, right? Is it
Yeah.
a higher number better or a lower number?
Higher is better.
Then that's not right. Because
But you're a 1.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, because look, the
Yeah,
higher
yeah,
armor
yeah,
here,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
even
yeah,
ridiculously
damage,
higher numbers to
The criticals are the ones you want to avoid. Criticals have chances of wiping you out in a single dice roll. So the more criticals you can avoid, the better.
I get it. Okay, cool.
Okay. Does anyone want to roll Donnie's critical for him? Orange 10s.
8. Let me roll. Use my dice. My dice are better. 63. Use my
You can't do that.
Alright, 8.
I'll roll my dice as well. 84.
Yeah, you're all rolling high now and wasting those good rolls.
I know, eh? That's right. I shouldn't be rolling. I'm wasting the good luck.
I don't even know why I'm checking. It's going to do no further damage. Alright.
Has it been one round?
Yeah, I'd say it's been a round.
Has the guy smacked the floor here?
Let me roll that one. Let me roll that one first. That's an unbalancing attack.
Isn't it Navon's turn?
Oh man, if he
I'm
survives that,
bandaging for 2 rounds.
this guy has to be like a bloody cat or something.
Yeah, 30 metres is fair fall.
And he wouldn't know what hit him. He just would have.
So there would be no orientation. He simply wouldn't know.
You've got a plummet.
Is it
Would we hear him
K5
screaming?
or K6?
I reckon he wouldn't even know what's going on. By the time he goes, what the hell? Guts everywhere. Brain.
I think we'd all get distracted again.
Oh, so was it head first or feet first?
We don't know. He just appeared. He's gonna. I'm assuming he appears in the way he was standing, so he'll just appear like.
I was probably quite surprised because I was running, moving backwards away from this guy, and then suddenly he disappeared. Right? But I see you behind, like going like that.
He's got a big smile.
I'm like, yeah, well done, Tuna.
Okay. Splat, 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 splat.
There's no other thing that it can do. Right?
The critical.
And in the actual story, you're just looking up smartly.
Waiting for it.
16 hits and a D critical that I caused.
16
Right?
hit.
You've got to be dead sure. You've got to add something onto
You'd be
that.
going basically 100 kilometres an hour.
You've got to go straight to 100 on it.
No, he's landed on his face.
Yeah, he's not living.
Do I have to roll for the critical? Or
He's not dead. No, do you want to roll for it? So I rolled a pretty good one, but
Alright,
it's
no,
up to
that's
you.
alright. That's alright. No, my luck.
He'll land on his feet.
Land on his feet and
If he's
roll
land-
towards me and stab me in the gut.
If he's landing on his face,
He's knocked out for 24 hours. He's splat.
That's it.
He didn't break his neck,
But nothing
didn't
like-
break his face, nothing like
Like-
that,
Uh,
Come on,
Like-
Joe, you gotta add a bit more than that.
How happy we are.
He just fell 100 feet.
I'm still at Sean's place.
He survived that.
Yeah.
It must be a massive modifier.
what's
on
up?
that. I mean, that's like getting.
Yeah, man. He should just be
You know,
dead.
it's a fantasy set.
In about half an hour or so.
What about
magical
gravity?
protection.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to argue with the dice roll.
Sean, is that the crit?
That's the critical.
You can
I'm
argue with
sticking
logic.
What crit?
So it was D.
So he's knocked out for 24 hours. His face is smashed pretty much.
It's alright, you can always just slip
Probably got
through.
severe brain damage.
You can always finish him off on the way to whatever.
Yeah, when we finish, we can interrogate him.
Scrape him off floor.
Alright.
Since he went head first, I presume there's some blade. You
No
land
blood.
head first, and you
No broken bones.
don't break. Come on.
No, there's probably a bit of swelling, but it's no.
30 meters.
Just accept 24
You gotta-
hours coma. It's in
better
a
start
coma.
taking a more
alright?
punitive approach, Sean. These players get too uppity, there's got to be some consequences.
Did his
All right.
friends get scared? Did that guy see what happened? That his friend just landed splat on the floor?
No, he didn't see a
Didn't
thing.
even notice it.
No.
Bunch of idiots.
Okay. So let's resolve you guys as you're in that spot.
How far is this guy from us?
Well, he's almost on top of Jamal now.
How far am I from Jamal?
Well, you are there. Jamal's here. This guy's here.
I,
So it's about 10 foot away.
I can't get to him with my sword.
Oh, you can, but you've got to draw it, so I'm going to take away. I'm going to take 10 off of that.
It's alright, it's fair enough. I've got plus 49. 68. So, it's 58 plus 49, that's 107.
Pretty good.
Unedged, short sword.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have the tables for
And that's a backstab too, isn't it? Because he's heading towards me.
It's flank attack. So I'm adding a little bit more for that. Taking off his defensive bonus.
How did it?
18 hits and a D critical.
Oh yeah, first D critical ever.
Second.
94.
Nice.
Ah, shit.
So after the first round, I got stabbed in the back. I say, fuck, turn around, smack him in the face, and then you teleport him.
Oh, this sounds good. Starts with you, sever.
Sever foe's weapon arm.
Nice.
Bury your sword into the foe's side. The foe falls prone. Foe's in shock for 12 rounds and dies.
Nice.
I smile at
K6.
How you doing?
K6, yeah.
Look at that, man.
Wow, the wizard has blade.
Has killed. This is the first person I'll kill, I think.
2.
With a weapon.
So yeah, but on purpose anyway.
You may as well slit the throat of the other one that you just...
Stomp on his head.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys. Yeah.
Interrogate.
You survived that?
Wait, who's the guy with the interrogation?
Him.
Me.
Maybe you should go look at the splattered guy and see if you can find something.
Well,
on him.
we can leave them there, take care of the other ones first, I guess.
Yeah, doesn't look like it's going anywhere soon.
Right, you're still bandaging.
This is the second round.
You
though.
started this, and then you ride off into the darkness and...
Hey,
I know, eh?
Alright,
I like my
Rob
horse.
and Donnie on the roof. Okay, I'm assuming you're going back for him again.
Quick question.
Like a baseball
Yes.
bat.
You said it was -3 per round. Is that like until I get him to heal or something?
So it's
Yes.
been about 4 rounds now, hasn't it?
I've already been calculating it. It's been 2 rounds after the one that initially.
Yeah, I mean, it's, what did we do? We healed some hits
Yeah,
for you,
okay.
but we didn't actually stop the bleeding.
Yeah, right.
But didn't you say you were doing something about
He
that?
said he was going to wrap his cloths or something around it.
If you did do that, it would
Yeah.
stop it for a while. If
But
you
he's stark
didn't,
naked now.
oh,
Again.
no, not again.
But he's got the belt. He can cover himself if he uses that belt.
No, he's African though, so it's not going to cover anything.
Right, okay, well, anyway, moving swiftly on, Jamal, we're recording this, by the way, and
Right, I try and hit him.
Can't deny the truth.
That's the
John.
point. I'm trying to hit him off the balcony with my battle axe.
okay.
I'm trying to hit him off in 2 pieces though.
Has the guy on the roof woken up, by the way? 'Cause he wouldn't be
Yes,
very,
yes.
He's waking up.
No one's noticed
Yes.
him now.
But then
So-
again, we haven't had a turn this round either, so...
Yeah.
Is he trying to hit me first or
There's nobody to
how does
kill.
that work?
Yeah,
Initiative or
I need to roll for initiative. I mean, technically, it should be automatically him because you're wielding such a big, heavy weapon.
yeah,
But-
a bit strong.
Sorry?
Big and strong.
You're wearing no armour,
Two
so
picked.
I'll do a manoeuvre roll. Just make a manoeuvre roll against your armour type. Oh, forget it, I rolled 16.
73.
Oh, yeah, alright, you get the first blow.
Okay. 62 plus 88, so 140. 950.
150, yeah.
Yeah. And he was 5, wasn't he? Oh, so that's right up on that top line there. So that would be 42 ES.
Alright, hold your horse, he's got to take his defensive bonus off.
No, don't need to. What are you talking about? It's crazy talk.
We were still pretty high. 26 hits and an E critical. Have you got a special table? Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. What did you say it was?
Oh, I rolled 150.
So 140.
140 is 38. Was it 4 or
38
5?
and an E.
Yeah, 38 ES.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Roll for the critical.
58.
58. A fire wound. Your blow cuts deep and severs an important vein. Another 8 hits. Stunned for 2 rounds. 5 hits a round. Oh god. This isn't going to end well, is it? And the secondary critical.
What crit was that?
So that was an E6.
So where does the secondary critical?
So because you're swinging the battle axe, the first one was a slash critical,
So we,
but the force of the actual axe hitting him is also a crush, but that's a secondary one,
so how do you find
and
that?
that's 2 levels below.
Oh.
So that won't that's an attack table, not a critical.
Oh.
So
Alright. Well, I got 61.
61.
Can we make it?
And you've also disarmed him as well.
No.
Catch foe mid-swing and disarm him. His weapon tumbles behind you. And another 8 hits. Actually, that's pretty close to dead, actually. Once he wakes up, he'll have bled out.
So we know there's 6 guys.
Was that 8 crit as well?
No, the second one, which we're not writing down,
Sorry, there was
is
7 guys.
a
So you get
critical.
secondary
Six.
critical.
One inside the building.
So
We don't know if he was.
I'm looking around for anyone
we
else
don't know him.
because he's
Oh, but
clearly
he was pointing
No one
across.
knows.
Um,
That guy.
Give me a
unnecessary.
He
perception
just
roll.
barges in the door. It just could have been a guy.
62 plus whatever it is. Perception
Yeah,
is
it's like that Paul Kingsman last time back at the gate. The son just barged
plus
in.
46, so
It's just what he
108.
does.
Okay, you can see from the roof.
Let's see what I want
3 horses riding off that way.
now. Okay. There's no one else on the roof.
There's one other who's fighting Donnie at the moment.
So there were 10
and
of
they're pretty much locked in
If the one in the house is counted, then there were 10.
It's Donnie one
stalemate at the moment. He appears to be enjoying himself.
3 there, 1
I'll
there,
leave him to it if he
2
doesn't.
there.
But it's up to you because you're playing his character.
Oh,
Right?
three
I don't
running
his
away.
character
No, they're
to be
horses.
dead, so
Oh,
you know,
I
so you're playing
11
me.
horses.
did you say it was 3 horses or 3 guys on horses?
3
3
horses.
guys on horses.
Oh, 3 guys on horses.
Yeah.
So we just saw 3 guys on horses.
Yeah, I'll take a perception roll from you next round.
I just got lost in the critical table for the water ball.
That's a good one.
Yeah, maybe I'd better hack him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise
Okay, go for it.
something might go wrong for Donnie and that would be. I don't know.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah,
That was your round, wasn't it?
Yeah, what's my round?
Next round.
we haven't done our rounds for the last round.
Well,
We didn't move any. We didn't do anything last round.
Get the sleeping guy.
you did.
Yeah, you did. You did.
He stabbed him in the back.
I killed the guy, cut off his arm, and then
Yeah.
Rajon
Oh, actually-
gave me a high five.
I did.
Yeah, you didn't
That
actually
was
have an
my
action.
action.
So there's no foe near you at the moment.
Ew, so I can't.
That's
even,
why. That's right. You're
I
right.
can't-
You're right. You didn't have.
So I can't even move.
You can move. You can do all you like.
So I'll high five you. Go over,
Yeah,
slit the throat of the one that just fell from. Actually, wait.
No, don't.
I highly doubt we're going to wait around for 24 hours for him to wake up anyway. But I'll come round to this side because I knew there was a guy on this roof. So come round
Make
to
a
here.
perception roll.
3.
3.
Gets blinded by the sunlight. Oh.
Your eye falls out. Oh.
Plus. Plus.
I'm going to.
As you're walking, you turn your back on everything that you're walking towards and go, I'm going to be going over here now, okay?
He
The
says
axe
to the
that hits
pigeon.
you. I'm joking.
Thanks, Sean.
It's a spear. So you don't see these horses riding away, that's all.
What about his turn? That's your
I'm
turn.
going to tie up the guy that's on the ground, knocked out.
Okay.
And those-
Nothing's falling. Upon a closer
He's unconscious
inspection, his
for
brain's
24
not
hours.
coming out of his ears. or
They're
anything.
not, no, they don't appear to be. No.
Probably going to have like a speech impediment.
He's missing some teeth at least, right? that much.
Like old.
Sure.
We're
Let's
pretty
listen
sure
to
his
it.
face is quite flattened. Somehow
So
it's-
when we interrogate him, we have.
Let's make sure Donnie lives through this.
He'll be fine.
So what's
Actually, let me resolve Donnie's attack on the roof.
Tudor, can you pass the water, please? Thanks.
Okay, award Donnie a D6 critical.
I'm counting his stuff.
And
Is this the ones that we've given and these are the ones that we've taken?
And it's been a bit of a no-show, this.
Ooh.
What did Donnie do the last round?
He used his gloves and ripped off somebody's arms.
Okay,
So
he
just
severed the foe's weapon arm and buried his sword into his side.
Hey, sounds very similar to what I did.
I think that's the same one, the same roll. Yes. So he's gurgling and dying.
These guys probably have really weak arms or something.
That's their weak spot.
Get him in the arms!
Alright, now I think you guys need to probably get indoors. The roof is awfully treacherous and slippery with blood now.
Oh, they're all dead.
There's one that
One guy
you're
over
not
here.
sure has been accounted for though.
On the roof.
Yeah,
On
guy
the
you
roof where
shot.
they were fighting. Because I shot two.
The guy that was shock bolted and
The
he
guy
got
that
knocked
shot
out.
Bolton got stunned.
Well, because there were three on the roof, so we killed all three of them.
We've killed all three.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And we've killed the other, or we've disabled one permanently, and then the other one's the arm's missing and he's
He's
dead.
not permanently disabled yet, he's just unconscious for 24 hours. You may disable him. That's a different story.
Cut off a leg.
Amputation time.
Then it would make it hard for him to get away.
So I guess we wander around slowly back to because we don't know if they're all dead yet.
Okay, give me a
There might be
perception
guy
roll.
there. 42 plus 18, so that's 60.
Jamal?
41 plus 18.
1.
His eye really falls out. He develops a cataract.
That's the lowest roll you can possibly get.
Can you fail? Like, is there rules for
Shooter,
perception?
don't encourage him, mate. Don't encourage him. He'll probably come up with something creative.
He'll see things.
They're over there!
I suddenly remember I had too much of that mead in the tavern, you know.
Jamal slumps over. Okay, okay. You see, Jamal doesn't see him, obviously, but you guys also notice these horsemen riding away.
Okay.
How many?
Yeah, you see probably about 3.
Well, we don't have horses. We can't chase them. And last time we chased someone on a horse, we got captured for 2 weeks and lost all our clothes.
Just
and
keep
armor.
in mind and not stay too long around here.
Long memories there.
Alright.
It also means if there's 2 left.
Can I look up to that roof? Is the guy up there still, or can I see him hanging around? Not there anymore.
Roll perception.
25.
I'll do the
You
same.
just noticed the arrow coming towards your head.
Yeah, straight ahead, yeah.
39 plus 18.
Don't
Whatever it is, 57.
25.
Yeah.
plus
You really need to make the yellows the high one.
I got 43.
Okay, you don't see the guy.
The guy's gone. Well, let's go check up on the others.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm boasting about how I cut off somebody's arm and spilled his guts.
It's a
Are
big
there,
moment.
are there any horses?
What are you doing, priest?
Still healing himself.
I will heal myself somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
Are there any horses
Always an
left
accident.
milling around here?
There's about 3 or 4
Wait,
horses.
give me.
Right. Okay, I'm going to make
3 or
my
4. No, he's free because he's taken.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Alright, I'm going to make my way over to the horses.
Yep.
And try and calm them down and control them.
Are
and
you
corral them.
dragging along
Yeah,
the
give me an easy static
Or you
maneuver.
just tie him up and leave
horses.
him there?
Red's high, 47,
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
whatever.
Okay, they're pretty
I'll
standard
put-
horses,
just
so
slump him
they're
up
quite
against the
receptive.
wall, I guess.
Alright.
Sean, 0 is 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll put 10 hit points. Are we going to wrap up in about 15-20 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe to go until Fajr?
If I didn't have
no,
work, I'd do
working,
that as
no,
well,
no.
yeah.
And also, I'm sure my wife won't appreciate it if we go too long.
We don't want to. We want these things to become a regular occurrence, so we need to be.
We need to win over the elves,
Yeah.
the chilly elves. Okay.
I've just got a pull that said take as long as you want, but that's code for.
I've had that one before as well. You can learn these things, man.
And it wasn't said in a
because he would have naively.
wouldn't-
Oh, that's great!
Yeah.
Fajr, here it comes.
It wasn't said in a way where it was nasty or mean. It was actually said like in a very genuine way. So that means you better get home really quickly.
So the nasty one is good?
The nasty one means you're in real
really
big
in trouble.
trouble.
Yeah,
Women
yeah.
are so confusing.
If you don't hear anything, you're getting away with it. If you hear anything, even if it's very positive, you're not getting away with it. Yeah.
Women are so confusing.
I know, eh? Why don't you understand what I want? I don't have to tell you what I want. You should know.
Yeah. All right. So where are we?
So let's regroup,
And
I guess.
you and Donnie are going back down through the hatch. Okay. You can see all the kids are up there and they're all poking the dead body that's in the room.
Long.
I hope they've managed to get anything of value on any of those things.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, I'll loot the bodies before I join you
I'm
guys.
assuming that
And
just
pop
as a matter
squirrel
of course,
away
I
in
don't
every
have to
orifice
tell
that you
to
have.
Research all these bodies and all the rest of them.
Okay. All right. If you're
You don't like sharing loot?
who's your treasurer?
I am.
Okay.
Is Jamal the treasurer or Rajon? There's a difference.
Jamal.
Jamal's the treasurer, right? That's fine.
He doesn't trust me at all.
Rajon. Jamal's doing it, keeping track of everything out of game. That's fine. But Rajon, we wouldn't trust Rajon with the money.
Okay.
Your money's safe with me, but if I find any loot, then I probably won't tell you about
Yeah,
it.
so that's the
All right.
reason.
Aside from the equipment that they're wearing, each of them has 1 to 10 bronze pieces
1 to 10.
in their purses.
Can't just
Should we roll?
tell me what.
Yeah,
oh,
let's
we have
roll.
to roll.
Yeah.
So what do we currently have? What's our current?
So how many have you killed altogether? Sorry, let me just recount.
3 on the
You killed
roof.
3 on the roof.
6.
1 inside.
One guy's dead over here. The other guy's knocked out and
5.
6
Six.
altogether.
bound up.
6.
Who's the
And
sixth
there's
one?
this guy who was
One
knocked out
inside
on the
the
roof,
house.
but
We
we
don't know
what
if he's
his
up there. We don't know. If
No, no, the one inside the house.
Sion killed one inside the.
Oh yeah, in
Alright.
busting down the door.
So 6 of them to check.
What's our current
Should we just roll a
bank account?
I could probably work it out from the spreadsheet, but just make a
Right
note
there.
for now and we'll add it on.
How do we roll? What do we roll?
So
Roll 6 dice.
the D10.
So we should each roll one then, I guess.
Roll 2 at a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 4 and 8. And
Can we roll?
yeah,
one?
roll 2. That's
And
8 and
8
10.
and 10.
10. That's 4, 5. Do I have to roll one more?
Yeah, one more.
3. Bloody more rolls. Why roll so bad? 2.
Yeah, get the bad ones out of the way.
So that's 16, 20, 33.
Alright, you start to see people coming out of the buildings now. This is completely unheard of for them. This is broad daylight. I mean, they've had the bandit attacks at night. Are these even bandits? Who are you guys? Who've caused blood and carnage all over the place?
We all look at roll since he's.
This is what the sign was. Who are you people? They're all starting to gather now.
We were just attacked by these people. We
Stole
saved
their
the
horse?
bartender and his inn. Ask the blacksmith. He's a good friend of our friend here. Would the charm spell still be working?
Yeah, last for about 3 hours.
The owner of the inn comes out, ashen face, and his blood all over his. There's blood everywhere. There's blood everywhere.
I hope the kids are alright.
They're all covered in blood too. They're gonna.
They painted themselves.
Uncle Will, we had fun. Look, Willie skates. So, the townsfolk are not awfully happy with what's transpired.
Let's just keep moving.
Alright.
We're on our way
We don't
anyway.
really need to bother with them. It's
Yeah.
not like they're going to attack
Let's get
us
out of here.
if they've got any brains.
By the way, there's one of
We've
those
got
bandits
horses
behind
each.
the what's this? The butcher shop. Behind the butcher shop. He'll probably come around in a day or so. Deal with him. What
We're
you
going
will.
to take him with
Are
us. Yeah.
Oh, actually, scratch that.
We're taking him.
Yeah.
We'll put him in the wagon. If we get hungry, we can eat him. Ah, that's a joke.
It's not a joke.
Yeah,
we're
so
doing.
I'm going to...
I take one of the horses.
Yeah.
We've got a wagon, and we've got 3 horses, and we found another
Well,
3, 4. We've got 4 horses.
We got 4, including the one that the priest stole.
And we've got 2 hook up to the wagon and 1 other one.
Yes, correct.
So we've got enough for all of us.
So we've got the wagon is for the kids pretty much.
Yep.
No, we don't
my
have enough for all of
advice
us.
to you, and
We've
probably
only got
what your
5 horses.
players would
Yeah,
come
I know,
to
but
conclude anyway,
people,
is that
because of
the
the
horses that you've just stolen from these bad guys are probably stronger horses and
Yes.
would therefore be better for pulling the wagon.
Yes.
Do they also have
That's the plan.
stuff on the horses?
Saddles?
Magic sword.
No.
That was when spellbooks.
Alright, so we'll load up the kids and the trussed up bandit person onto the wagon, hitched up to the decent horses, and we'll have the other horses.
And we're heading west along the road, right? Towards
Well,
Kinross.
use the other map here. So, let's move this out of the way now. You're heading out down.
Where are we? We're at Aravan.
Talking about this map over here.
So we're heading up here. We're going to Mawson's Keep, and we're going to head west from there.
So away from
So
Seaspray.
yeah, we're not going to Seaspray. So we're going to head up.
Kennin or Zinton?
Sorry.
You guys not curious to know if something happened to Seaspray?
No. It doesn't look people are too friendly here. We just get on our way.
You think something's happened to
Why?
Seaspray?
Well, because the people said, from what they heard, these other symbols are like Urnorai signals.
Yeah.
So, and the thing was like above Seaspray,
Was
wasn't
it above Seaspray?
No.
We don't know.
Well, it's above. No, not specifically above Seaspray, but above that whole area. So you couldn't tell if it was above the coast part or above the mountains, which you could see off in the distance. You really had no idea of where it was.
I'd suggest.
So we're coming from this
We're
area?
coming from
Oh,
here.
right, we're here. Okay.
So we go first stop
Yeah.
at Mawson's Keep, and then we go through Thunder Bridge, and I'd suggest that because there's less town along the way, we don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves. So we go through the cross country. This is a road, right? It's not cross country.
sorry, just one thing.
Yeah.
If you could give me a perception roll, please.
28.
28.
36.
Don't worry. It's all good.
So let's just get to Mawson's Keep, and then we'll decide what we'll do from there.
Seriously, make the yellow the highlight. Every roll you've done so far, man.
Oh, the early rolls were alright.
the mountain?
Yeah.
Like, because what he said, it could have been above the mountains or in this area. Can we like keep as close to the water as possible?
Yeah, well, this is the road, and we've got a wagon for the
Like
kids.
here, that way, yeah?
Well, let's get to Mawson's Keep, and we'll make that decision once we get
Alright.
there. That's the next major town. Is it a village or a
It's
town?
it's a village.
About the same size as
Next battle site.
Aravan?
Probably bigger than where you come from. Yeah.
So we just
It's on a main road, so it's a main road between Port Kennin and Seaspray.
So we just jumped on the horses and the wagon and took
So
the
we've
guy.
loaded all the kids up into the. How much space is it? A closed wagon or an open wagon?
Open.
How much space is in the wagon?
Enough for the kids.
And that's about it.
And the dude that's trussed up?
There's 8 of them. You could probably fit the dog and your body in there.
I wanted to sit and read my book, but I guess I want to be walking.
I'll slump the guy's body
The dog
over
can
my
walk,
side.
The dog can walk.
Yeah, dog definitely not. But we need at least one person in the
So, but
carriage.
hang on. So there's going to be people walking.
Body.
Huh?
We need one person in the carriage, like one of us.
It's not a carriage. It's an open wagon. It's like a flatbed
Yeah.
wagon.
I suggest either Wilhelm or Sane.
He's tied up though, so
I can sit next to him.
If he wants to read, let him sit next to him.
I'll keep an eye on the kids.
Alright. Yeah.
Maybe you can experiment some of the spells on Leon.
Yeah, make him disappear again.
Was that fun?
Hey Jamal, do you want to see something funny?
Let's see if you survive this
So
time.
one of the first things I do when I get on the wagon is just preload a water bolt into my staff.
Oh, you
Fully
can cast
charged,
that now, eh?
Yeah, I
What's
haven't
a
casted a
water bolt?
successful one. Oh, you'll find out pretty soon. Once
Can
I
you
get a
turn it into
successful
ice?
no, it's just a bolt of water, but the criticals on them are pretty awesome.
Okay.
Just makes them really, really mad. It's like
Makes
a
it run.
cold
Oh,
shower,
yeah.
only 1,000 times
And
worse.
Exactly. And really wet. Makes it really wet.
Alright, so you're travelling up the road.
Like for example, if I used the water bolt instead of a shock bolt when I got to 66, you know, Foe's skull is crushed. That's only the first sentence.
Nice. Don't want to ruin it for us, eh?
Wait, so it's better than your teleport spell?
Alright, let's
Seems to be.
so heading up the road.
Alright, so how fast are we moving?
At a pace so that the wagon doesn't fall apart.
So no one's going ahead, no one's... Yeah, how are you doing it? Tell me how you're travelling.
Well, first, can you stop me from bleeding because I'm still bleeding?
Oh yeah, alright.
You're gonna
Maybe before we left, maybe just on the outskirts of town. It's still pretty early,
Bandage
right?
yourself.
We're not going to be travelling at night.
Alright,
Bandage
can I
myself.
make the assumption, guys, that you guys have spent at least an hour healing yourselves and getting yourselves
Yes.
bandaged up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that fair enough?
That's
Yeah.
fair enough. Sounds.
Do I have to kill them?
Well, you get experience points if you do.
He's got no. He's used all
Nah.
the healing spells on himself.
No.
Have you really?
No.
You selfish
I've used two.
Huh? You used two, alright. I'll
Yeah.
admit that.
Okay, so
Well, it's
we've,
not
we've got
fair
two
enough.
horses
like
that aren't
it's-
in great condition.
I come first.
Look,
Three.
yeah, well,
Three that
actually,
are
you've got tons
Three
of
that aren't in
bandage
great
still, haven't
condition.
you?
and two that are decent.
No.
and
We've
two
got
that
two
are
that are
Oh.
pulling the wagon.
and two that are decent.
And another.
Two that are decent.
No herbs.
So the decent ones should be for whoever the scouts are.
Emergencies. This is
And the other two,
random little events.
the other three are what
Magic's
carrying.
repeatable, herbs are not.
Whoever else. There's a lot of us.
That's actually, yeah,
count
okay.
the party.
I'll pay that.
There's 1, 2, 3,
What are
4,
we- what are they
5.
talking about?
How much people in the party? I've lost track.
It's like
There's,
11 now or something, isn't
there's
it?
Tudor, Navant, Wilhelm.
There's 11
Say,
player characters. There are 8 children. There's 1 dog.
11 plus 8. That's 18, 19.
19 plus
19
a dog
people.
and a dog.
No, that's including the. Oh, plus not. So there's 20 people. Alright, the dog doesn't need a horse. There's 19 people. We've got 8. We've got 9
Why
people.
not?
So there's another. We've got another 9. 8 people that don't have a horse, and we've only got 3.
The children
4,
can
5.
ride the dog.
4 people are gonna. 5 people are gonna have to walk.
The dog could eat the children.
Sam probably walks.
So what problem?
I don't know.
Sign's got
We're
an
there
injured
like
leg.
oh, with only
Oh,
5
so
horses.
I'm right.
There's only
He's
five.
probably got a real reason to.
Yeah.
Wilhelm.
I think Rajon, you probably.
Donnie
got
could-
some of the
Can
best
Donnie and
tracking
Navant ride
as well,
together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
horses
yeah.
up scouting up ahead.
I'm in the wagon, so I don't really
I
care.
always had him
Thinking
sharing
about
with me, but
Okay.
Who
Oh
else
yeah,
can
you
do
share
that
with
role?
whoever.
Wilhelm.
all this time, by the way,
Actually, I
Meeble
don't
was
think
out
he's a good
looking for food.
He's a good tracker.
He was just gone the whole
He's a
time.
footman.
Is Donnie
He was
the
actually
right?
fishing. He was fishing
I'm not sure.
in the harbour.
Donnie and Thing usually share it because they're both small. They share a horse.
We're just talking about trackers.
Oh.
Will's good at tracking, but he's bad at riding. I
5 foot
think.
11.
Is that right?
That's
He's bad at riding.
What's good at tracking? I've got. I actually know. I'm in the wagon.
You're reading your books.
Yeah, I'm not going to go out into the bush.
Studying.
I'm speaking by the wagon.
I think Wilhelm and Rajon are probably the best trackers anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but Will's on. He's a foot. Maybe Will's better at the back.
Since
than
we don't
others.
have any horses, it's a good idea that. I don't know.
Maybe
You
Will.
guys
Okay.
sort it out. I'm
One of
right.
them should be at the front, one in the back.
Will should be at the back then if he's walking.
Then he can't catch up.
Oh, not too far behind. We'll just have you go up front scouting.
Don't start a war.
I'll wait until you arrive.
That's
Alright.
alright. You see how I cut off that guy's arm?
I did.
And I made the
It's
other
quite
guy
impressive.
disappear and then splat on the floor?
I'm very proud of you,
Oh,
Tudor.
that's awesome.
Okay, guys. Let me see if anything happens along the way. Nope. So you get about halfway along this road before the sun starts going down again.
How many hours has that been?
Well, how long is that track?
6-7 hours.
That's a lot. So are we in summer or something? Because it's a really long. Because it was just after.
Sun's going down
It was
around
late
6,
afternoon
7
when we
o'clock.
got attacked. Yeah. But he said it was. I'm assuming late afternoon was about 3 p.m.
I thought we said it was just after lunch.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, just after lunch. Right.
Yeah.
That's about what 1.
Anyway, so the sun's going down. Does it look like there's any?
About 7 o'clock. So
Does
that's
it look
what
like there's any clearings or?
Um,
things?
it's reasonably clear on either side of the road. There's some light bush, there's some more trees and denser cover, probably about 100, 200, 300 foot away from the actual road itself. But they've done a pretty good job of keeping the road clear of anything immediately troublesome.
Like to maybe, as a experienced ranger, sort of begin to sort of decide where the best place for us to actually camp would be.
Yeah, you can do that.
Unless we're travelling through the night.
Yeah, I speak up and say that remember the 3 riders. So if we camp somewhere, we
Yeah.
probably should kind of expect to meet our friends again.
A welcome, yeah. That's well. I mean, like I was saying, as a ranger,
who
knowing that
The
we're
3 on horse who rode off.
Yeah.
knowing that it looks like we're being actually targeted by these people.
We can't go very far though. We've got a wagon full of kids.
Yeah.
We can't expect to travel all night. We need to just set
The
up camp.
horses too. You can't push
Yeah,
them.
and these horses are going to bloody turn into. We're going to die. soon,
That's
so.
true. Should we push on to the fortress then?
No, we're not going to make it. I'm not travelling through.
How much further is it to the fortress?
Well, if it took us 6-7 hours to get to there, it's going to be at least another 10 hours.
Then. Okay, well then I'd advise to stay overnight at the best.
Let's find the campsite.
The
just
most,
slightly off
the
road.
most defensive.
Circle the
say
wagons.
Somewhere where you can park the wagon, which is where you can get away in reasonable time if you need to, but it's not sticking out there obvious, like, oh, what's this wagon doing?
If there's any sort of place that has like maybe a rock face to our backs, so we can.
There's no hard cover.
So just the forest.
Hey guys, look, I can. If you're all paranoid, how long's that last?
You got the mist.
It does nothing. 40 minutes. I was going to cast shade and it makes it darker all around us. But it only lasts for 40 minutes.
For each casting.
Yeah.
So does John spot any good place for the wagon?
Oh, there's almost
Give me a roll.
Huh?
Let's just see how good your luck is.
45.
Okay. Yeah, look, there's some reasonable cover.
Take a seat.
There's a copse of trees, probably about a dozen or so. They appear to be fruit trees.
Does anybody recognise the fruit?
Cyan?
Simon probably would.
Yeah, what sort of fruit?
They appear to be a type of apple.
Not
Edible.
poisonous?
Yeah. Any other properties other than being an apple?
Laxative?
Lunch to the children?
Here you go, boys. Shit away. And they're in season. That's nice.
They actually are a laxative.
Well, if we eat too many of them, yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, we'll stock up on some apples, I guess. That'll be our dinner.
It can be our cover for being merchants.
With the big
Apple
battle axes and bows and all that shit.
Guards,
And the big tattooed barbarian.
here's the guard.
You're trying to pass him off as a fruiterer.
We're gonna
You've
hide
got the
them.
disguise back. You can put it, do this.
No, like we get them all when we go into town. We say we're here to sell
This is
scrap
Granny
parts.
Smith's son, Cyan.
We're gonna hide them.
Anyway, okay, so what happens next?
Okay.
Change place.
So, are we... Sorry? Are we having any campfire or no?
No.
I can supply some magic light and then we can turn it on and off. I can attach it to something.
Peter can as well.
Yeah, Peter can do
Is
that
it
too.
supply heat? The whole point of the fire is the heat. And the light.
Does it apply heat?
No.
No.
There's no point of it then. The whole point of not
We
putting
can cast the fire, then I can put it. There's no point, man. It's only 40
What's the weather like?
It's
summer, isn't it?
It is summer, or it's getting towards autumn now. But it's quite nippy. It was a cloud-free day, but it's a cloud-free night as well, so it's
Look,
kind of on the chilly side.
kids can't handle this, man. Let's just light a fire and
Alright.
on what may. We'll do with it.
I'll just.
As long as we have some guards.
I'll take a vantage point that I believe gives me a good vantage. You know, gives me a good view
I
of
don't need food,
any.
I don't get cold, so I'll just wander off somewhere.
I wonder if barbarians shit in the woods. Not if they don't eat.
That's right. There you go. The children do fall in the woods. I tested it.
So what happens next?
Alright. You see the sign in the sky again appearing. This time you're all together. You're like, whoa. Look at that.
Is it the same symbol? Or now we actually noticing like different symbols in there or something? There's
Same
some sign
symbol.
that what's it look like?
Same
It's a circle?
symbol. It's a big circle. Yeah.
They're gonna attack us again.
Yeah.
Because we saw that, they said that we're gonna be
Well,
there.
they didn't necessarily attack us last time.
Somebody just happened to steal their horse.
No, but they why would they be on the roof and getting? It looked like they were getting ready to
Yeah.
burn the place down on top of our
No,
heads.
in my defense,
No, basically,
I'm going to make an argument here. What they were going to do, they were on the roof, so when we walked out as a
You
group,
didn't know they were on the roof.
But in hindsight,
in
it worked
hindsight, I knew they were on the roof. Anyway.
It's a beautiful thing.
When we walked out, there was going to be some in front of us and some on top, so
out. We would have
we
been.
would have been ambushed anyway. So I spoiled the ambush.
Yes.
You drew fire.
Yeah.
Really, you saved us.
In a way.
So how
In a
many
way,
hit points do we heal then in that journey? I guess.
How many hit points do you got back? If you're just resting.
So we all stops the bleeding.
Are you healing them? Or not? You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's healing you all, probably the best thing to do is make sure he gets to sleep through the night. So he recharges his hit points. Not hit points, his spell points.
I'll take the opportunity to take a look at that magical locations book thing with the maps and stuff in it.
Yeah?
See if I can make any sense of that.
And I think I'm 4 hours away from studying getting my shock bolt into there because it's what the level of the spell times 8.
Yeah, I think that's
So
what I
that's
said. Yeah.
2 times 8 is 16. The 2 hours, 2-3 hours when we first landed on the island.
Yeah.
About 3 hours before we
Oh,
got
look,
attacked.
I'll leave it with you to.
He's
What was
desperate
that?
to memorise
3 hours before we got attacked when I was in the bar,
Yeah.
hanging around. So that's 5. On the
He'll take
ride,
the
I
word
probably
for it.
would have done another 3 or 4 hours.
Another 2 seconds while you were waiting for the bandit to hit the ground. Okay. All right. So the sign in the air disappears again.
Who's on watch? Alright.
The Rangers.
Give me a perception roll. Oh, your dice, you're a brave man.
Orange
Orange
eye.
eye.
42
Okay.
plus 78.
You don't hear anything, but that's part of the problem. It's dead as. You can't hear a sound.
It's like
It's
an
absolute silence.
unnatural silence.
Was there noise and then suddenly it went quiet?
No. But now that you're there, these guys have all settled down. You listen, and it's not how it should be. It's what's not there that's bugging you.
Like there's suddenly nothing.
Not suddenly. You've only just noticed it.
And we're all snoring away.
Okay. Okay. Nothing happens. How many hours are you watching? Or you
We
do the
normally
whole
split
night?
it into 3s, I think. We do 3s.
Okay, who's taking over from you?
Oh,
Cyan.
Simon?
Maybe Wilhelm should, because he's got high perception.
Okay. Roll.
Were
Three
you
times.
telling that you noticed that it's
Yeah.
uh,
I don't know
which
actually.
one's mine?
How do you even
Purple
explain
is
that?
usually
Mine.
Yeah, so 9 plus 46. So 55.
55. Okay. You don't see anything for your watch.
Okay. Someone want to roll for Will then? I'll take the third
Will.
one.
11. 71.
71. This is. Oh, it's pretty high. Very high. Okay. He notices something slightly glistening under the starlight in the bushes.
Water.
Probably a crossbow bolt, actually.
He touches it,
Blood.
and in the light it looks like blood.
These kids have been killed.
They're asleep.
They're asleep.
His dog's awake though, isn't he? The dog should be able to tell if there's...
It's reasonably fresh as well.
I think he'd make his dog sniff it. That's what Will would do.
His dog would be alert with him.
His dog
Make
can
sure.
track things if you can make him sniff some fresh, if it's fresh blood.
Yep.
I think it'd be a lot deeper, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, okay, I think that's probably reasonable. He might do that. Okay, he sends the dog off into the bushes.
And he's gonna do that power where he looks through the eyes of the dog.
Maybe.
He'd just
Do you all agree that's probably the sort of thing that
Would he
would
do it right away though? Wouldn't he wait for his dog to hear something? Because he can't do this all the time. He does it only
Once a day.
once a day.
It's almost the next day anyway.
Would
No,
he?
but doesn't, like he's
But
woken
it's-
up, so his day has started.
But it's for a few minutes.
Would he wake any of the rest of us up?
Not until he finds something strange.
His dog would bark if he's heard it. I'm pretty sure he can.
Or
This
go.
is a cone of silence.
Okay. He also gets one of his sensory things going on in his head as well. Okay. He looks through the dog's eyes. He sees a pile of bodies. They don't appear to be human. There's a big stack of them.
Urnorai?
Urnorai are humans.
Huh?
Urnorai are
Oh.
humans.
Orcs, goblins,
Urnorai.
No orcs.
trolls.
We have trolls.
Corn.
I don't know.
Well, it
It's
can't-
a dog.
He sees through the dogs like poking the pile, and then comes back.
And he
Will
can
can't
communicate
tell
one word.
It's probably within 100 foot of where you're at.
Damn, man.
Does he wake anybody up to go with him? Does he want magical light? I'm still sleeping until somebody wakes me up.
I guess Rajon would be a light sleeper.
But he hasn't made any noise yet, so unless he wakes us up.
He pokes you.
Guys, I'm gonna take off because
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
let's-
Well, should we leave it there then?
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's
yes.
like on the edge of a...
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. The best way
Well,
to
you guys keep going.
release
No,
it.
I've
No,
got
no.
work tomorrow as well.
Yeah, same
5
here.
more minutes, please.
No, that 5 more minutes always turns into 40.
40 more minutes, please.
This guy's addiction, you know. It's
Oh,
like
man, I'd
pretty
love to play all
fun.
night. I started at 7:30 this morning.
Yeah.
I'll get the same tomorrow.
Yep. Fair enough.
Damage taken and the other
I'll put it in that spreadsheet for you.
Oh, cool.
And
Cool.
I'll punch
Excellent.
it all in.
So, we're doing a write-up for
If
this
you
one?
want, what I might do is send you what each of those things will correspond to in terms of points, maybe,
Okay.
and you can.
I'll do a magic
Tally it.
spreadsheet for you that does all the numbers.
That would be cool.
That'll be awesome.